wait, I think I did it wrong. Please don't calculate.
I'm close. I know I'm close because I remember I did this in the exam. But I can't remember. Right. How do you get your email?
Luna still coming? Alright, cool. Alright.
Right, because this is just 5. Why am I multiplying by 5 again?
Yeah.
You should see your 46 right away.
No, what?
You fucking know 46 right.
Hey, Jaden. Afternoon, how you doing, boy?
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, sorry to be so late, boy.
No, sorry, sir. I was just doing
Oh. Yeah, we're working 2025 today. I sent the paper in the chat. So these people in class have had a bit of a head start, so I had to catch up. So the hope was to finish 2025 between now and 6, and then hit up 2021, and then we would have done all of the last 6 papers, I think, from 2019 to 2025. So we'll see how it goes now.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gents, can I jump in here, or you also want some more time to finish off some stuff?
Up to you, sir.
You do use your quiz like this. I left out some big back options.
All right. Well, I guess you'll hear when I reach to that question, right? So you can continue if you want. All right. So.
Only 1 and 2. Oh my god, why was that so much?
All right. So solve this equation. So this is a logs question.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So let me start there.
I hope they bring no long to my people.
Okay. So the first thing that I would do is I would take logs to base 10 on. Do I want to write any extra fine today, boy? Let me see. So taking. Wait, hold on, sorry. I forgot my Clark Kent business. Yeah, I had to switch from almost with my colors, red on blue and red. And oh, well that's on like blue, huh? I guess you change that then. Alexander. Alright. So in the first case, we're going to take logs to base 10 on both sides. Taking logs to base 10. Sorry. On both sides. Sorry. Right. So that would look like this. So log of 3 to the 2 x plus 1 equal to log 21. Alright, then I would use the power law to shift that index to the front of log 3. So 2x plus 1, then multiplied by log 3. Now you could go a couple different directions here. You could expand using distributive law if you want. You don't have to. You could write, so again, we're trying to solve for x, right? So what I would then do is I would divide by log 3. So I'd be left with 2x plus 1 on the left-hand side, and I have log 21 divided by log 3. Then I'd subtract 1 from both sides, so I'd have 2x is equal to log 21 over log 3 minus 1. And then I would divide by 2. Okay. So x would be equal to log 21 minus log 3. Sorry, divide by log 3 minus 1. I'm between the log 10 to base 10. Okay, anyhow, right, and then of course all this is being divided by 2. Let's see what that looks like. So 21 log divided by 3 log minus 1 divided by 2. Anybody got 2.27?
Oh, we left it in
Oh, no, they said exact form. Ooh, interesting. All right, okay, maybe I do need to simplify this somewhat. But yeah, see where I should read your question properly and follow your instructions. Can I simplify this anymore? I could. Do I want to? Yeah, I guess I could. Was there was 2x plus 1, not so? Wasn't it 3 to the 2x plus 1 initially? Right? And then uh-huh. Yeah.
We
Uh-huh.
separated the 21 into 7 and 3.
So log 7 plus log 3?
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on. I like that's sounding good to me. Okay, so you see on this side I have 2x plus 1 by log 3, right? On this side I have log 21 minus plus log 3. Sorry, log 7.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then you could like, yeah.
Well, we did it from all the way from the start. So
Okay.
we did 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 equals to 7 times 3 to the power of 1.
And then you could divide both parts by 3 to the power of 1. You could just add 3 to the power of 2x equals 7.
Wait, I had that just now. You had to describe it in detail so I could see what you're saying,
Yeah.
because they're not
So, okay.
alright. So this side stays the same. So put the power in front?
No, we started all, we put the logs after.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're in this.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Alright, so you're saying basically what you did is you took 3 to the 2x plus 1 and made it 3 to the 2x by 3 to the 1. And this one you took as 7 multiplied by 3, yeah?
Yeah.
And then you could divide by 3. Okay, I like this version better. So then you had 3 to the 2x is equal to 7.
Yeah.
And then from here is when you took logs.
Put the logs, yeah.
Okay. Then you put the 2x in the front. Sorry, 2x log 3, my bad. Right. Then you would divide by log 3.
Yeah. Well, we did 2x, 2 log 3.
2 log 3 could work. I'm not opposed to that. So you could have it as 2 log 3 or log 9. Yeah, that's a lot more compact than what I had. So yeah, that's good. I like that. Very divine paper. Too traumatized to use it. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it wasn't the best paper. It wasn't the worst, to be honest. But I mean, I understand where you're coming from. So yeah, is this math? No, it's add maths. I don't see your question. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. That was very insightful. I just kind of just went hard at it without even trying to make sense of it, which again is not the best way to approach things sometimes, you know. Hey, Virgil, how you doing? All right, cool. The question was A and B. Okay. All right. It was. What do you mean it was A and B? Like the answer was A and B, or there was a part A, part B? Jada, no problem. You do your thing. I'll see how. All right, part B now. 6 marks, and that's the amount of space they give you. Well, I suppose you could use all below here. Too many bugs black and white. Okay. So I have this one, and I have this one. Okay, so from this one here, y is equal to 2 minus 3x. And then I'm gonna, sorry, yeah. Sub above here. Okay, ooh, so how would that look? So I would end up with 2 minus 3x plus 4 is equal to x by 5 minus 2x. Alright, so on that side, 4 and 2 it will give me 6. So I'll have 6 minus 3x on this side, and I'll then have 5x minus 2x squared. And then what we'll do, we bring everything, master, 88, yeah, no problems, you're welcome. Right, let's bring everything to the left-hand side. So I'm going to bring across negative 2x squared. Alright, and when I bring across 5x, it's going to get minus 5x. Alright, and then from here I could divide everything by 2, yeah? Right, in so doing I have x squared minus 4x plus 3. So then that's going to simplify to x minus 1 and x minus 3. In which case either x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. In which case x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 3. Okay, cool. So now to solve for y, alright, so when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 minus 3 by 1, which is minus 1. And when x is equal to 3, y is equal to 2 minus 3 by 3, which is minus 7. Okay, so your solutions are so when x equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1, and when x is equal to 3, y is equal to minus 7. We okay with that one? I'm not entirely sure how that's 6 marks, but if they want to give us 6 marks for a simple simultaneous.
This paper is like kind of like lengthy, as in like they're asking for more.
Okay. Alright.
Or they're just like I find the other papers you were just like like I feel like
Yeah.
they give out more marks for like shorter weekend. This one you have
got
to
to work
work
for it.
hard. You have to work
Yeah.
for it.
Well, I mean, you all simplify the first one to be honest, you'll cut down the working of it. And this one, well, again, if you didn't do the shortcut to the factorization, it would have been a little lengthier, you know. But other than that, it was about average for one linear and one nonlinear, as far as I'm concerned. All right. Elliot, we okay with that? Okay, cool. Part C. So we have a little inequalities to wrap up here. Determine the solution set for this inequality, giving your answer in set builder notation. All right. So what we'll do, as we know, is we'll multiply by the square of the denominator on both sides. So you have 3x plus 2 all over x minus 1 less than equal to 0. And we're going to multiply by, multiply by the square of the denominator. Right, so what that's going to give us is basically a prefactorized quadratic. Alright, so therefore, if 3x plus 2 is 0, we're going to get a value of minus 2/3 for that. And then if x minus 1 is 0, x will be equal to 1. Now, 3x by x is 3x squared, and the important characteristic about 3x squared is that it is positive. The coefficient of x is positive. And when the coefficient of x is positive, what sort of quadratic do we have? Max or max or min? You have a min, all right? So a minimum quadratic, we have two roots, one at minus 2/3 and one at 1. All right, the y-axis will be around here, and they want less than or equal to 0, yeah? So that'll be inside of here, the part below the x-axis, well, which corresponds to the negative aspect of the y-axis. Okay, cool. So our solution set here would be as follows, all right? So solution would be that, so x would be greater than or equal to minus 2/3, but just less than 1. And it's just less than 1 because if we take equal to 1, what would happen to our denominator? It could possibly become 0, and then the function would be undefined at that point. All right, and then state how the solution set of that would differ. So if it was the quadratic and not the rational function, which was then converted to quadratic, how would the solution set differ? Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 could be included in the solution set. All right, are we okay with the inequality question?
Yeah.
Any questions, problems, issues, anybody?
I thought the notation was already present.
It is actually, now that I mentioned it, set builder notation.
Yeah. I know.
That's probably when it happened.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So we do have to state it in that form. Are we taught that? Like in art maths? And I feel like because sets doesn't come on the long paper for maths, they barely even show you that anymore. Actually, hold on, huh? I feel like if it was the opposite way, if it was greater than equal to, then what would happen is that it would have x would be less than equal to minus 2/3 union x is greater than 1. And that there would be like your set notation too. So I don't know. I'm not saying that domains can't be expressed like that. I'm not saying that at all. All right, okay. Well, we'll use that, right? Okay, question 2. More logs?
That's what I said. I was like, why would they bring up the second question as well?
Okay, we're drinking too fast.
She's like, I don't answer.
Was that Totoro?
Yeah.
Right, the relationship between two variables x and y is 10 to the 2x by 10 to the y equal to 3. Express the relationship in that form where a and b are elements of the the set of real numbers. Okay. So, okay. So if we start off here with 10 to the power 2x by 10 to the y is equal to 3, we could start off with regular laws of indices and get 2x plus y as the index. And then we could take logs to base 10 on both sides of the equation. Luna's favorite log. Right, you can then apply the power law. So you have 2x plus y by log 10. And as we know, the log of any number to the same base is 1. So what's going to happen here is that 2x plus y is going to be equal to log 3. And then all we have to do thereafter to solve for y is quote-unquote carry across the 2x. So you'll have log 3 minus 2x. Okay. Yes? No? Maybe?
Yes.
Not sure how that's format. Okay, cool. Hence,
How come we drop the log in 2x?
the log and the 2x.
I left the log.
Oh no, I didn't.
You have to
Because
take it
log
out.
10 to both is 1, yeah, log 10 to be 10
Yeah, you log of any number to the same base as 1. Hence, state the value of the y-intercept. Right, so this should be the y-intercept here, log 3. Okay, next nice softball one here. Determine whether the series is arithmetic or geometric, justify response. So 2 to 6, you can either add 4 or multiply by 3. 6 to 18 is add 12 or multiply by 3. There you go. Right? So we have already determined, if you take 6 and divide by 2, you get 3. If you take 18 and divide by 6, you also get 3. And if you do one more just for the sake of triple checking, 54 over 18, sorry, is equal to 3. Alright, so therefore the series is geometric. Yeah? Okay, cool. Right. If it was arithmetic, you'd have to add the same value to get from one term to the next. Okay? Oh, this part C was a slightly different version to a question brought in 2018 or 2017.
I feel like I remember this.
Yeah. So in a GP, the third term is 25 and the sum of the first and second is 500. Find the common ratio where R is greater than R. Okay. So there's a long way and a short way to work it. I feel like for 4 marks they really want the short way, but I mean, it's an observation. Yeah. The long way would require simultaneous with a quadratic.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that will be good.
Right, which is fine, which is probably what you're supposed to do. So let's do it that way. Okay, so the third term, all right, so term 3, which is a by r squared, is 25, all right? And the sum of the first and second terms, right? So term 1 plus term 2, which is a plus ar, is equal to 500. That's equation 2. Right? So from this, if we factor out a, we get 1 plus r, and that's equal to 500. And you could make a the subject by dividing by 1 plus r. I mean, alternatively, you could make r the subject by dividing by a and then subtracting 1. But I guess it depends on what you prefer to do. Right? And then you could sub this back up inside of here. All right? So we're going to sub a is equal to r into, sorry, I don't know what's going on with my handwriting. Into, right. So then what we're going to get, I'm sorry if it's too small, by the way. Because it's too difficult for anyone to see. Not my intention. Right, so so A is then 500 over 1 plus r, then by r squared, equal to 25. Right, then we'll multiply by 1 plus r on both sides. So 500 r squared is equal to 25 by 1 plus r. And then 500 r squared is equal.
You could have done it like that.
Uh-huh.
No, because I did the other expression.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I thought I was trying to do it that way, but I was like, nah, this hurts remembering. But then I did it the other way.
When you say the other way, what? So
I use the AR squared equals 25. And I what do you call that? Simplified.
right, so you made what? A the subject of the formula?
Yeah.
So 25 over r squared, and you put it inside of here? Okay, that's fine too. All right, so here now we could divide, whoops, sorry, my bad. We could divide by 25 here, right? So what would happen is you get 20 r squared is equal to 1 plus r, which you could have done here instead of expanding. Yeah, so maybe this line should come out. Okay. Right, so now when we bring r on 1 on the next side, right, so this is a quadratic, right? Okay, so we get 5r plus 1 by 4r minus 1 equal to 0. In which case, if 5r plus 1 is equal to 0, r is equal to minus 1/5. Right, so we would ignore this version because it told us here r is positive, right? Or 4r minus 1 is 100, in which case 4r is equal to 1, r is equal to a quarter. R is a quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? All right, so the short version is this, right? So consider the following, right? So the sum of the first and seconds is 500, yeah? If we were to add the third term, right? But then you had to have an intuition about this way. You could break up 500 into 400 by plus 100. Then plus 25. And what you'd notice is to go down from 400 to 100, you multiply by a quarter. And the same thing would apply from 100 to 400. Sorry, 100 to 2500, my bad. So r would be equal to a quarter. Yeah. I think in the previous version they had, instead of 500, they had it as 150. So the terms were 100, 50, 25. So in that case, r was a half. A kitchen garden? What are they doing here? A kitchen garden has an area of 10 minus 3 root 5 meters squared. The length of the garden is that. Determine the value of a if the width of the garden in meters is in the form a plus root 5, where a is a real number. Hi, man. I am a surgeon. Okay, all right, my bad. All right, so the area of a rectangle is length by breadth, right? So if we take 5 minus 2 root 5 and multiply by a plus root 5. Okay, so 5 by a will just give us 5a. 5 by root 5 is just 5 root 5. And then we have minus 2a root 5 minus 10, because 2 root 5 by root 5 will give us 2 by 5, which is 10. What's that?
I just divided the 5 minus 2 on 5 by the 10 minus 3 35.
You divided it?
Yeah.
And then you rationalize
Like how?
it. You rationalize.
Yeah.
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 So you put it underneath the 10 minus.
Right.
And then rationalize the function.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Well, so what did you get your answer?
All right, well, let's see. Sorry, and this is equal to 10 minus 3 root 5, right?
How do you get the 10?
Did it? Oh, here? Right, so 2 root 5 by root 5. So root 5 by root 5 is 5, and you multiply that by the 2. Okay, right, so where was I? Okay, right, so let's kind of rearrange and bring all the like terms together, right? So what we're going to do is we'll have the 5a minus 2a root 5 here, and then we have plus 5 root 5 minus 10, that's equal to 10 minus 3 root 5. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get a by itself because I want to solve for a, right? So let's move the 5 root 5 and the minus 10 across first. But if you want, you could actually factor out the a here and get 5 minus 2 root 5. Right, so when I carry across the minus 10, it becomes plus 10, and 10 plus 10 is 20. When I carry across 5 root 5, I have to subtract it, and minus 3 root 5 minus 5 root 5 becomes minus 8 root 5, right? And now when I divide, right, what I could see in the numerator is I could actually pull out 4 as a common factor and get 5 minus 2 root 5 there. And that's going to be all over 5 minus 2 root 5. No, because that will cancel with that.
Wait, so I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, we got the 4 though, we got the 4.
Okay.
I got 4.
What is that minus root 5?
That's what I got.
What?
But they're asking for A.
Yeah.
So I'm still right.
So alright, so I'm interested because your guys' method is still valid because you took the area and divided by the length.
Yeah.
If length by width is area divided by length is width. Okay, so you divide and you rush. So in your denominator, you would have gotten 25 minus 10 to root 5.
So 25 minus 20.
Okay, so basically I just put it in the calculator and then it just
Right, 4 by 4, 2 by 2 is 4. Sorry, that's correct. So 25 minus 20 is 5. And then in the numerator, right?
On top you would have gone 20 minus 5 root 5. And so.
And the 5 would go into, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay. Interesting. Alright, that's interesting. I like that way. Alright, sorry, good luck tomorrow guys.
That's
Your
how
page.
I did it for mocks too. Because
Okay.
the same question came.
Okay, nice.
And then this one just put it in the
I put it in my calculator like when you were on
mocks. And you didn't bother to do the weekend.
Now, well, for 4 marks, you had to show something. I mean,
honestly,
uh-huh.
I wish I'm trying to do all that.
you will get a mark for the logic of either multiplying length by width and putting it equal to area, or dividing area by length and making it equal to the width, right? Because when you do that, right? So when you did the division, it would have been equal to this, right? So then afterwards, your answer would have been 4 plus root 5 when you cancelled. And when you compared it to this, you could clearly see, hey, well, the 4 matches with the a and the root 5, and the root 5 correspond as well.
Yeah.
So a would have to be 4. Okay, that's fine. All right. Yeah, you guys were right. There were no circles on this exam. Use the grid on page 11 to draw the graphs of sine 2x and cos 2x between 0 and pi, but then you're still doing 2 cycles. Sorry, 1 cycle. Why? Okay. Hence or otherwise, solve the equation sine 2x equal to cos 2x for between 0 pi.
So you just half frequency?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the graph, right?
So I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go down here. All right, so a little kind of quick crash course in drawing trig graphs, right? So this is that's the value there, and this is that's theta. Sine as the value, right? And then right. So 0, 30, 45, somewhere there, 60, 60 somewhere there, and then 90. 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. It's not going to fit, but that's okay. 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and then 360, right? Okay, so clearly I didn't do this graph to scale properly, right? Sine x is equal to sine, and then sine 90 is 1, and then 3 to that, and back down here, 270 minus 1. 270, no, right, yeah, 270 is 90, and then 330, no, 150 plus 1, yep, okay. Oops. So that's sine x. Cos x starts off at 1. Cos of 90 is 0, right? Yeah. I keep going to the line below. Crap it. Right. Where does it come back up to the axis again? At 240. Sorry, my brain's zoning out of my head, boy. At what value is sine equal to cos? 45. Okay. One sine of cos of 180 is 0, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. No, cos of 180 is minus 1.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I
Right, sorry. And then the 240.
If this is the tone,
if it comes, it is
I might actually chuckle.
All right, so the black curve or approximation error is sine, and the pink one is cosine. All right, so as you can see, sine peaks at sine, both sine and cosine, the max value is minus 1. Also for both of them, the minimum value, sorry, the max value is 1, the minimum value is minus 1. All right, now one cycle of sine, so it starts at 0, peaks at 1, ducks through 180, bottoms out at minus 1, and comes back up here. All right. Cos starts at 1, ducks through 90, bottoms out at 180 degrees there, and then pops back through 240. It's 240 or 270? Why my brain don't want to work, cos? Is it glasses or not? I'm lying.
Wait, I got that.
Cos of 0 is 1. Cos of 9, so it's 270. It has to pass through 270. That's what was going on. Right.
Can I do it?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
So for the next question,
Uh-huh.
you can do it like an actual, or can I just look at the
They said
graph?
hence or otherwise.
Yeah, because I just looked at the graph and I saw like the intersect.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But then I next one.
So they intersect here and
But I don't know if your graph is looking very cheap.
All right. Now, here on this one, right? For
okay, well I got
2 gyraj. You never revised for advance? You must be real right. Yeah, sorry, my brain. The graphs, I do like the graphs to be honest, right? Sine 2x, basically what it does, the coefficient of the angle tells us how many cycles of the function are between 0 and 260. So what would happen here is you would actually have two cycles of sine. So Borrow? Sorry, I was supposed to take that off. My bad. Sorry, let me just take off that there. That'll be nice. Yeah. Right, so whoop. Yeah, I'm not on drawing today. Right. So what you could see here is that so sine 2x is the blue one. And what would happen is you'd go again, right? So what I mean by go again is this. So you'd have 2 cycles of sine within 360 if it was sine 2x. And for cos, right, the same thing would apply. Sorry. Now this looks like a right mess as far as I'm concerned. All right. But what we do notice is that if we take out the the original sine and cosine and we cut it at 180, basically it's like having the original graphs back, just with different values, right? Now, of course, I'm going to put in the correct values on the actual graph, but again, it was just a bit of a crash course kind of thing. Not well done, to be honest, so I do apologize. I'll leave it, right? Okay, so for the graph now, alright, so sine would there, bottom out at there, come back. Right, so that was quite nice of them to give us those values. Which color here, boy? Okay, so, right, the green one is cos 2x, sorry, and the pink one is sine 2x. Yeah. So we have 2 points of intersection. Yeah? The 2 points of intersection are here and here. So I'm guessing that the initial one should have been a little higher to actually hit that major grid line going across, and possibly a little more to the right as well. So what you could do is you could read them off. If you could try, that's not a problem. You should be able to do that. Or if you want, you could solve it like a regular.
I think I might have to solve it because.
Yeah, to try to read it up might be a little precarious. All right, so let's go. So we're solving for x, not so? Okay. So sine 2x.
Do you want to see mine?
All right, so if sine 2x equal to cos 2x, we want to be able to get everything in terms of either one or the other. We can manipulate cos 2x into 2 sine squared x minus 1, but then sine 2x would still be into that. But then, okay, so sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x, yeah?
Yeah.
Cos 2x is cos squared x minus sine squared x. And what you could do is you could,
Can we learn that off? Because that's basically what it's like, that's the compound angle.
yeah.
Compound.
But the formula here, if you just
Yeah, but I don't really want to do all of that, so I
Okay,
guess I'll
well-
just try to remember.
And then the funny part is you could actually put that, actually, well, that wouldn't work because that's a minus. I was about to say it fits very perfectly because you could just bring across the two sine x cos x, and you get cos minus x all squared, but that, nah, the minus sine squared x is what's spoiling it there.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
put it on the next side and then factorize?
You could factor, yeah? Which one you want to put across, the sine or the cosine?
I would have done the cosine.
And leave minus sine squared on the next side, or?
No, leave it there and factorize the whole equation and make it equal to 0. Can you do that?
Well, that's what I want to do. It's just that, good boy, my brain is not,
Loki, can we like change the cos and the sine for our sake and make it x and y and then put it back in like a quadratic and then solve for it and put it back after?
you could,
I would have done that.
right, so you have x, like, so let's say x squared and y squared and then 2xy.
Yeah.
Right, but even if you bring across the 2xy, what I was saying is that it would fit a perfect square except for the fact that you're subtracting the second square. Now this is difference of two squares.
Yeah.
So you could do cos x plus sin x and sin x minus cos, but you still have to get back to one of them. You have to be able to get to either cos or sine. So that's what I was saying on this side here.
What if you don't expand and you just work with the can you do something with the sine x equal to cos
Yeah, you
2x?
could. You could divide by cos 2x on both sides and get sine 2x. Sorry, tan 2x.
Do we know that? Think that's just
Tan 2x is in one of the, I don't have the
Like-
shape.
Wait, where in what formula is sine 2x over cos 2x equal to tan 2x?
Well, that's basic trig. Sine over cos is tan.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, but
I know
like,
that, but I thought it was only
Meeny, miny, mo.
I thought it was only for when it's not 2x. I thought it well what?
Sine 4x over cos 4x is tan 4x.
See, wow. I would never.
Well, now we realize.
No breakfast. Oh my
Sorry,
god.
don't do this, don't do this.
They're going to, I
So they can have it on your table all night, but they should. Like a finished question, I would just be
My
right.
paper's gonna be draw 10 7 diagrams.
Oh my god, and they give me like $1 million. I hope they give you $1 million.
And yours gonna be 15 trig identities.
But don't I have two points of intersection?
Oh yeah, you do.
So how only have one solution?
I don't know. I don't understand because
They use the army for the
No. The diagram says we have two. Even if it was sine x equal to cos x, between 0 and 360, we still have two solutions.
No, this is
Tan is negative, right? So tan, okay. Sorry, we forgot the negative thing. But no, would that apply? Yeah, it would. Okay.
Can we not just read it from the diagram?
You could if you drew your graph accurately enough, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And on top of that, they probably want it in radians.
That's what
Tan 45. 180 plus 45 is 225, right?
Wait, but
And half of that is 112.5, which is less than 180. So that's the second solution.
well, what?
Because remember, in your quadrants, right? Tan is positive in two quadrants,
First quadrant.
in the first and in the third. So the acute angle here would match the acute angle here. So that whatever angle that is, the full angle would be 180 plus the theta. So if the angle in the first quadrant is 45, and then the angle in the third quadrant is 45 plus 180. And then you could scale that down by dividing by 2, and you would find the second angle there. Entity. Econ was my favorite subject in Form 1, Form 5 because of the teacher. Form 6, it was still a favorite because of him, but I gravitated a bit more towards the accounts. And then when I left Form 6 and I went to UE stole my passion for econ very badly. But I do have a couple of lives from back in 2019, I think, doing econ past papers, but they're kind of old ones, like 2018 and 2017, I think. But yeah, I do. Econ is nice. I would kind of love to get back into this. It's like trying to do more on top of everything else. Just doesn't seem like an appealing proposition right now. Yeah. I think I was trying to go down a rabbit hole that I wasn't panning out.
So what did you get in 22.5?
1 second, huh? Right.
Oh wait, you divided it.
Yeah, I divided it by 2.
So even less 4 marks, right? If you have a fundamental and you get all 4 marks.
You're supposed to, because they said hence. They said hence or otherwise. On top of that, it's 2 marks with diagram, really. I find it should be, I find diagram should be 4 and that should be 2. So maybe they just kind of even it out some way somehow. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's all school teachers care. I remember since it's time, you have to do the A and the T. And the T is when you do 270 minus the angle that you get. So since you got the 45, you had to do 270 minus the 45 to get the 225.
I got this question, I'm doing it now.
I know this.
I'm sorry, if I got this question, I would have tried to eyeball it. Oh, she girl.
I'm reading it.
You hold paper?
Yes.
Why, boy?
Obviously, nobody would know.
All right. Okay. Well, we did this one already, right? But part 2 is hence.
Yeah,
Oh,
the first part. But like with the first part, you do the second part. But I got stuck doing it.
Me too.
I was so good. So
no,
good.
hold on. But the interesting part is you did a move yesterday that would actually make this easier in the proof. In the proof, yeah. And it has to do with the 1.
What making it? Yeah, I expanded the
Me too,
one.
and I did.
But I got stuck.
Right? And this is where your perfect squares come in.
Well, like when they start to add too much.
Right. So I just wanted to note that it's not trigs, it's the problem, it's the combination of trigs with the algebra,
Yeah, I
right?
just can't cope with that.
It's not a problem per se, it's just a little more advanced.
I just reached 10 and then I was stuck.
Perfect square is like let me multiply by
Oh my god. Not finding gold, bro.
Right, so this will give us 2 sin x cos x. I'm not sure where we had to derive the thing. Isn't it on your formula sheet? Yeah. What's that? Right, and then the part below. Right, so Luna, tell them, seeing as you did it already. So when they say hence, the numerator would become 1 plus 2 sin x cos x, right? Now, if you notice, the denominator here and the numerator and the answer are the same exact expression, also, which implies that this has to be the square of the denominator. Because if you were to multiply by that throughout the equation, you will get sin x plus cos x squared, right?
I'm asking.
Yep, you can. And you will get exactly that. You will get exactly sin x plus cos x squared. Oh, sorry.
Wait, no, sir, wait. I'm sorry. I made you shout.
Yeah, so look, the 1, right? The 1 becomes
The sine squared plus
It's 4.
Yeah, but
No,
what?
no, no, what she said.
Because I stopped there.
Yeah, you might get half of the marks.
Half? Okay, oh, two.
Not a half mark.
Okay.
Half of the mark.
Okay, I'll take the 2 marks.
So look,
I just
if
didn't know
if
what
you
to do.
if you need to, you could rearrange this into
Can you do sine squared x plus 2 sine cos x? Oh my gosh!
Bro, like sometimes I think I'm a little bit dumb.
No, we got it.
we all tend to be at certain points in time. And sometimes like Murphy's law at the worst possible point in time.
Bro, like it's really also a law where it's like everything will always go back to the medium. I still like your cells and everything.
Yeah. I can't remember that's what it said?
Like
Mhm.
everybody.
Right. So your numerator becomes sine x plus cos x all squared.
Why?
And that's over sine x plus cos x.
Oh my gosh!
Said the in unison.
I don't want to write the example.
Well, don't worry, you will be writing this one. You'll be writing one tomorrow, fresh one tomorrow.
Good enough to last year. What was this? Like,
But like I think it's just and the way they go make it 10 times.
No, but yeah, that's why I'm not taking it.
oh, say that.
But you know something, we should have known the answer for the other one with the diagram, because we're supposed to know that sine 45 and cos 45 are equal.
That's honestly so embarrassing.
That's so true.
Remember when we did this stuff with the expansions, right? And we said that some of the expansions where you have all the surds and stuff, they require you to know certain exact values in surd form.
I never learned.
No?
I never really.
Yeah, but it's
Do we
something
have
Okay.
to?
No, for math you have to, but like
For
on-
math?
Yes, I remember there's a question and you have to know it, and I was like, no, for math.
Never. You had to learn. I remember there was one in the mock exam where they had to show the proof of one of them, and there was the compound, and they also made it like with the surds. And I was like,
Yeah,
I-
nah, those are a little more, those,
and it was like, don't use a calculator. I still used it, but I tried to like fight my way to try and get the answer.
I had a good friend of mine who was working with me in my second and third year here, and she was very good at maths as well. Maths, she did pure maths and thing. And she was saying for construction, she said she hated construction. So what she used to do is she used to use the protractor and stuff, but drawing the arcs
And then,
after.
yeah, she's not.
So I'm like, well, I guess.
You don't want to see my trapezium and I'm not like that.
My tradition, what do you feel like when you want? What? I saw like 30 days.
Right,
Bro, I don't even know what the
I don't understand.
I see trapezium, I'm like,
I'm good. Thanks.
like, is it something? That's not good. So
Oh, God.
I didn't even know that was possible. Next year, they're gonna ask me to draw off the wall.
I like said this in a group chat. I was like, you know, they could ask you to draw a parallelogram, and all of the boys were like, that's so easy. And I'm like, yeah.
Okay, well,
All right. Let's check out part C and C. Oh, well, C was a relatively easy one.
Well, yes, sir, for vectors, right? Can
Uh-huh.
you do like a little sheet where you say what each like word means? As
Yeah,
in, like, for
like-
example, when they say unit, what is it exactly they
A
are?
unit vector is a vector with a magnitude of 1. Yeah, that's what it is. The word unit means 1.
I
So-
said that.
So even if you like, okay, let's say you had your coordinate axes, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So
Isn't it just multiplying the two of them to make it one column?
I thought you had to add them.
no, just now, hold on. So you see the blue vector there, right? That's the I.
Griffith? Yeah. Oh.
So the column vector here would just be 1, 0, right? If you were to do, let's say this one here, the vertical one, that one would be J hat, with just 0, 1, right? That's all a unit vector. A unit vector is a vector that has a magnitude of 1. It could go in any direction. These two are the building blocks of those. And that's how we could express any vector using unit vector notation.
So is it just asking us to add the two, like OA, OB?
Right. So express the unit vector AB. So the first thing we have to find is the vector AB. And then to find a unit vector. Now, just by the way, this is not phrased correctly. It's supposed to say the unit vector in the direction of AB. Because AB is not a unit vector. Right? Unless they meant to say express the vector AB in unit vector terms. Which is like this. Right? Which would then make it redundant. We question, you know? So first of all, the unit vector in the direction of AB is, let's say, AB hat. And that unit vector is the vector AB divided by its magnitude. Right?
So wait, you have to do this?
Okay, wait, let me put that in my
Right.
sheet here.
So
this means unit.
AB is equal to AO plus OB. AO is the inverse of OA. And just so you know, part 2 is just 90 degrees.
Oh yeah, whichever equals to 0, something like
2 by minus 3 is minus 6, 3 by 2 is 6, and then minus 6 plus 6 is 0. Once your dot product is 0, we know that the vectors are mutually perpendicular.
Dot product is going to have them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate this.
Dot product is only okay. Oh, I need to like write that as soon as I open my paper.
So I have to like go and start like comment.
Anybody doing Geo tomorrow too?
No, I hate that.
I like my life.
That's how I do.
Good. So how you managing with that one, boy? You ready for it or?
Yeah, I just did after an hour.
Oh, that was the one you was at? Okay, cool. How it went? Alright, good. But once you feel ready, that should be good. Right, so the magnitude is basically Pythagoras theorem using the coefficients, right? So of course that is the square root of 26. Minus 5 squared is 25, minus 1 squared is just 1. 25 and 1 is 26. Yes? Okay. Right, so minus 5I minus j all over root 26. Or, if you prefer, you could do 1 over root 26 by... No, they wanted it into... in terms of xi plus yj. Okay, so maybe you have to write it like minus 5 over root 26 by I minus j over root 26. Yeah, the phrasing of this was not the best.
Okay, so no dots.
Just now, hi sir, tell Hannah I said hi. Sarah.
Oh yeah. Hi Sarah.
Hey babe. I have no idea. Oh Lord. Oh. Okay. Well, check with the Lysol. The Lysol will stand it enough, and then you can kill it. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright. How come I didn't say something?
Okay, but when you think about it, somebody when you think about it, okay, this is awesome, right? When you think about it, someone sat down and they made up these formulae themselves. So that means I
definition of a derivative and a limit, find the derivative of the thing. But the definition of a limit explained on a diagram requires first principles to explain to calculate it. You can't just use the diagram and derive the thing. So it's not on the syllabus. If they bring it, then it's supposed to mark it. Long story short.
So dot matrix means add, unit vector
Dot
means
matrix.
Dot product.
dot product, sorry, means to add, and then unit vector is the multiplication over the magnitude.
Multiplication.
No,
The vector over the over
The
its.
vector over the magnitude, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So find the angle AOB in degrees. Now there's a whole formula. Wait, my glasses across there. Yeah. There's a whole formula. A dot B is equal to magnitude of A by magnitude of B cosine 90. Right? But the thing about it is, for the eagle-eyed among us, if you do the dot product and you get 0, we automatically know that the angle has to be 90. So we'll say consider OA dot OB, which is equal to 2 by minus 3 plus 3 by 2. That's minus 6 plus 6, and that's equal to 0. Therefore, angle AOB is 90 degrees. Hence, state the relationship between OA and OB. They are perpendicular.
I thought perpendicular, but I didn't calculate the degree of that. I did, but I forgot.
Well,
Damn. They were like, what's the other one with the formula for vectors? The long formula. This one. The one you did with us the other day. When I come down.
with the cos,
With the cos.
There's a okay, so hold on, right. So the other version to this is that, yeah, so OA dot OB is equal to the magnitude of OA multiplied by the magnitude of OB multiplied by the cosine of angle AOB. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, because you then have to find the magnitude of OA, magnitude of OB. You still have to find this.
No, I just didn't know if there was that formula, so I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, this is the full, this is what you call the scalar product formula.
Okay.
Right? But to me, once you find the dot product and the angle is 0 and the value is 0, you automatically know that the cosine has to be 90. Sorry, the cosine is 0, which means it's 90. Because if the magnitude is 0, then you have no vector. The only way to multiply and get 0 is to multiply by 0. Since neither of the magnitudes can be 0, this is the only possible thing that can be 0. And it's only 0 if it's 90 or 270. Yeah. Okay. Alright guys. Anybody still copying that? No. Alright, I'm gonna put up 4A and B on the board, but I wanna walk over the pizzas for my wife and my kids, right? Yeah, there's a cheese for here. Anybody wants? This slice is untied at all. I will probably put a slice or two from what I carry. So, you don't have to have if you don't want to smell it. Put it like this. Okay. This thing like 5 seconds, if so long. Excuse me. There's lots of that. old time I'm doing man, I can't remember now.
You don't have to calculate the pi when you're doing both. You could just leave it at
No,
that.
they do it. Unless they specify for like a specific number of decimal places, you usually want the exact value, which means in terms of pi. Okay, so I'm just gonna start here because I still do want to see if we can get at least piece of 2021 done after. So I'm aiming to try to finish this paper by 7 and then go straight into 2021. Anybody leaving early? We get to that one, right?
Yeah.
Possibly start there. I'll put 2021 to put one.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually so smart. I think I'm actually doing it.
Did you get this?
What? No. What?
Let me see. I think you did okay. Well, let's do it individually then. Oh, right. 2 to 5. Right. That's 32, right? So you have to do 32 to 5. And you have to do 67. And you get 64.
8 cubed, what do you mean it's 8x cubed? So it's not 2 cubed by 8. It must be It'll be 8. No, yeah, still one.
So now you already doubled it. So you don't have to double it again.
No, what? Double what?
You already.
You mean squared?
You don't have to square it when you already.
No, you put 2 into the x. You don't.
Oh, this is your 2. Right. I thought you were squared again. I was like, what?
Oh, hey Peyton. How you doing?
And then 16. Right. So you get 2.
Alright, I'll just run through here, right?
What?
So, what happened?
No, I don't think it's that big of a number.
Well, so here multiply the 4 to the front. You differentiate sign, you get cosine. You multiply the 4 to the front, again you get minus 12. And you decrease the index by 1.
Okay, that I know why, because I did mine.
Not sure about that 3 marks, but if they're going to give us 3 marks, cool.
No, you forgot your wait.
No,
I thought we
Plus C?
I thought we were doing integration right now. What?
Because you put minus 16.
It is minus 16.
No, it's
It's positive 16.
right. Wait.
So wait, what is it?
This is what I will put. This is
3 by that, okay, so we have x squared minus x plus 4. No, minus 5x. Uh-huh.
wait, hold on. Let me see again. If I'm
Right. So when x equal to 1, all these x values just change to 1. So you're basically going to have 1/3 minus 5 over 2 plus 4 minus, I know, minus 5 over 2 minus a half is minus 6 over 2 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, and then plus a third is 1 and a third, right? Or 4 over 3. And when x is equal to 4, okay, so now we have a bit more of a calculation to do because we had to plug that in for sure. Sorry. Now, this, by the way, you guys can plug this into your calculator and get an answer. There's no necessity to show excess working. 4 cubed is 64, so I have 64. 4 squared is 16. 2 into 16 will cancel to 8. 8 by 5 is 40. 4 by plain old 4 is 16. And then this minus a half, bring up right here. That's minus 24. That's minus 72. That's minus 8 over 3, which is minus 16 over 6, minus 3 over 6. Sorry. I lost count. What was that? Minus 16 over 6? Hey, yeah, Mark. Oh, okay. Okay, so it wasn't anything serious. All right, glad to hear that. Yeah, man. All right, later. Bye. Okay, good. Sorry, yeah. 16. So, is it minus 19? Anybody got 19 over 6? Minus 19 over 6? Anybody else got it? Yeah? All right, cool. Okay, so...
Yeah. Wait, so can you go back to the first answer that you got?
1 second, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, I got negative 19
Over
over 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
First X.
Oh, no, it's 6.
I
It's 6.
got the wrong, no, I got the wrong answer. I got negative one. I got positive one.
Oh. So we have 1 and then 1 and a third or 4/3, and then 4 and then minus 3 and a 6th. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, sorry, Shamaris.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Anybody else have any issues or questions with 4A or B? No? Alright, cool. 4C. Hence determine the nature of each of these stationary points. Oh, okay, cool. So we have to find d2y dx2. Have you start there? The second derivative. Or second differential coefficient, right? So this is the first derivative. So then just 2x minus 5?
Yeah.
Cool. So when x is equal to 1, the value of the second is 2 by 1, which is 2 minus 5 will give us minus 3. And then when x equal to 4, so d2y, so 2 by 4 minus 5. Right, so here we have a maximum where the second differential coefficient is negative, and here we have a minimum. Yeah? Okay. And then we have a connected relationship. So the length of each edge of a cube is increasing at a rate of 0.25 meters per second. Right, so that is ds dt. Calculate the rate of change of volume of the cube at the instant when the length is 8 centimeters. Okay. All right, so dv dt is what they want. And they've given us ds dt. Now, of course, volume, if you know your formula for volume of a cube, volume is equal to side cubed, which means you can find a rate of change of volume with respect to side, which is 3s squared, and that's the missing rate of change on top of here, dv ds. Right, and now, when s is equal to 8, you'll get 3 by 8 squared, which is 3 by 64, which is 192. Cool. So dv ds is 192. Multiply that by 0.25, which is a quarter. A quarter, that is what, 43? 48. No, that's correct, yeah. So 48 cubic centimeters per second. Don't forget to put your units, please, and thanks. And that's a whopping 5 marks for that.
I was close, but
I knew how to do the formula, but I forgot that I had to the volume do
DVD, yes, yeah. That's the part most people forget, yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you see it,
Yeah.
don't forget. All right. Okay, so that's it for the differentiation question. Any questions? Anybody want to go over any particular aspect of it? All right. Okay. Integration, boy. So the first thing I would do on the top here is I would re-express this using an index. All right, so I would put this as 2x plus 1 to the power of a half dx. And then what I would then do is I would use the chain rule for integration for linear functions, right? So I would increase the index by 1, which would give me 1.5 or 3 over 2. I would divide by that same new index, and of course multiply that by the derivative of inside of the bracket. Don't forget your plus c. So now your 3 over 2 by 2 will just cancel down to just 3. So we will have in the numerator 2x plus 1 to the power 3 over 2. That would be over 3 and then plus c, right? Other ways you could express it, you could put 1/3 of the 2x plus 1 to the power 3 over 2. All right. You could put the square root of 2x plus 1 cubed, the cube of the root of all kind of thing, right? Anyhow, that's 3 marks there. All right, no problem. The integral of sine 2x. Okay, so the integral of sine of ax plus b is minus 1 over a cos of ax plus b. Right. So what we would get here is minus a half cos 2x plus 5 sine x plus c. Right? If it differentiates sine, you get cos. Right? So if you integrate cos, you get sine. If you differentiate cos, you get minus sine. So if you have a positive sign and you integrate, you get a minus cos. And then with the 2x, if we differentiated sine 2x, you will get 2 cos 2x. So if you're going backwards, instead of multiplying by the 2, you'd have to divide by it. Let me show you. The first one here? Right, so when you integrate a linear, powers of a linear expression, is like reversing chain rule. So if you remember basic differentiation, if you have ax plus b to the power n, and you differentiate this, you will get n, you would multiply that to the front, right? And then you would also multiply by the derivative of inside the bracket, which is just a. So if you're going, sorry, n minus 1, my bad. So if you're going backwards, you have to actually undo both of those things. So instead of decreasing the index by 1, we would increase it by 1. And instead of multiplying by that new index, we'd have to divide by it. Also, we also multiplied by the derivative of inside the bracket. So instead of multiplying by that derivative, we now have to divide by it. Does that help? All right, so let me just put a little kind of help, right? So if we had, let's say, cos of ax, and we differentiated that, we would get a by minus sine ax. Right? So if we had sine ax and we integrated it, so we get minus cos ax over a. And that's how well, plus c obviously. And that's how I get the minus 1 over a by cos ax, because both of those things are the same. Whoop. Right, entity. How are you doing? Right. Are we okay with the integration, ladies and gents? Any problems, issues, questions, anybody? Okay? Let me know when you're ready. Right. So down here, right? So if we had cos AX and we differentiated, right? Yeah, sorry.
Mod sum?
Some
Mod sum. But do
Mod-
you have to
is
do
it
mod
mod-
sum for
Is
this?
it more some or some
No.
more?
No,
Mod
it's
sum.
not us. Just remember, it's not us in Spanish. What is us in Spanish? Oh, somos. So it's not somos.
It's more some.
Mod sum.
Yeah.
More awesome is some.
Yeah, more awesome. Yeah, it's more awesome. Yeah. Variance. The mean of these squares, MOS, minus the square of the mean, SOM.
Basically,
So we have an acronym.
all of this.
MOSS square.
Yeah. Right. If we started with cos AX and we differentiate it, so when you find the derivative of cosine, it's minus sine. But we also have to multiply by the derivative of AX. When you differentiate AX, you just get A. Right? So when I differentiate cos AX, I get A by minus sine X. So imagine now I have to, if I integrate this, I have to go backwards, right? So to undo, well, when I integrate minus sine, I'm just going to get the cos X. But to undo multiplication by A, I have to do what? To undo multiplication, I have to divide, right? So one way you could look at it is instead of the half, you could just have it over 2. Right? So when I integrate sine, I get minus sine. And I also have to divide by the derivative of the function, well, the angle. Okay. It's just fit to stick. It's take a little while. Yeah, the trig functions in the calculus here just seem tacked on. Now don't get me wrong, it was the same for me when I was in art math. I was like, where does this come from? What is for? It was a memorization game. It had no understanding behind it. Right? Because don't get me wrong, the book had diagrams with it. Anybody read them? I don't know. I tried some of them. I understood some of them. But I was, memorization was my thing. I could have done that and when I practiced entire exercises multiple times, so it stuck. Including mistakes that I was making that nobody told me about. Stuck. All right. All right, ready? Sorry. Hey, Punky. Hey. Yeah, what up? Yeah, cool. What happened was I was walking across from by me to by Simone, and then the water was shooting up over the wall by y'all and like dropping on the pavement now. But I called Uncle Mark and he went and he checked. He said it was just a hose that had a leak, so he turned it off. Yeah. Everything cool? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, well, I have maths tomorrow, so I ain't class till 8:30 here. The maths exam tomorrow, so I have class till 8:30 tonight. Yeah. Yeah, but the sitter home by us, and she brought some of her nephews and nieces to play with the kids, so the kids are well occupied. Yeah. Yes, that's the important part. Yeah. Alright, cool. We will talk now. Alright. No problem. Later. Bye. Okay. So, I think this was the first time I brought a diagram for integration. I don't recall seeing. I like it too. A picture paints 1,000 words. It helps you to see things a bit more easy. That I'm all for it. Correct. Right. Now, figure 1. Sorry, that's no, not AM. No. Oh. Right, sorry. So figure 1 shows the region enclosed between the x-axis, the y-axis, and that curve, x squared plus 2. Did we do x squared plus 2 yesterday? Or was x squared plus 1? One of them. Anyhow, and the line x equal to 3. Find the region, so calculate the shaded area. Well, that's just the integral of the function between limits 3 and 0. And the good thing about having a lower limit of 0 is that it just cancels the entire bracket to 0. So you really only have one set of substitution to do. Well, simplification. Okay, cool. So let me go here. All right. So the area will be equal to the integral of is x squared plus 2, right? Dx between 3 and 0. Right. So we could increase the index by 1, divide by the new index, same thing here. You can put your plus c or not, it matters not, because once you integrate with limits, it's going to cancel, right? So now, what I do is I actually don't do the conventional, sub both of them. I just find a way to sub zero in. If you want to do that's fine, I'm not going to do it. But I would advise that you probably should do it. Anyhow, so you're going to have 3 cubed over 3 plus 2 by 3, and then you could just put minus 0 if you want, right? Because we know that's what's going to happen. 3 cubed is 27, 27 over 3 is 9, and then 9 plus 6 will give us 15. 15? Yeah?
So isn't variance just the square root of standard deviation?
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Standard deviation is square root of variance.
Yeah, love that.
Okay, but you still getting the answer.
Exactly.
You square rooted it.
Well, but this is easier than all
No,
that.
but this is not the answer.
It's asking for variance and we got variance.
Okay.
He got standard deviation.
All right. Figure 2 shows the shaded region enclosed by that and the curve that. All right, cool. If the region is rotated about the x-axis through one complete revolution, calculate the volume of the solid form. Okay, cool. So volume about the x-axis is equal to, that's just my notation. They know how to use that. I don't think they would understand if you use it. Anyhow, pi by the integral between 2 and 0 of y squared dx. Well, I guess we could put b and a just for the sake of having a formula, I suppose, right? Where b is greater than a. Okay, and then we'll fix that. X is looking kind of lopsided and incomplete. Right, so we have pi by the integral between limits 2 and 0. So again, 0, right, of y squared, which is 4 minus x squared squared. Now, please do not do the chain rule for integration, where this will not work. The chain rule for integration only works for linear functions, powers of the linear function. 4 minus x squared is a quadratic. It's not linear, right? So now, this will be pi multiplied by the integral between limits 2 and 0 of, so if you know your perfect square is offhand, you square the first term, you square the last term, and you minus double the product of the two terms of the bracket, inside the bracket, right? That's a 2. Okay, so now, when we actually do the integration, it's an integration, right? So we have 16x minus 8x cubed over 3 plus x to the power 5 over 5 plus c between 2 and 0. Right, so again, the 0 don't really count because it just cancels in the 0. The constant will cancel out as well. And right, so all we're really doing is subbing the 2. This is pi by 16 by 2 minus 8 by 2 cubed all over 3 plus 2 to the power 5 all over 5 there. Right, so 16 by 2 is 32. 2 cubed is 8. 8 by 8 is 64. 64 over 3 is actually, well, that's 21 and a third, right? 21 and, yeah, 1 third, right? And then this is 32 over 5. Yeah, so again, calculator time for that. If you want to show the fraction working, you can, but you don't have to. Honestly, I'm just doing this because my calculator don't give me fractions. Right, so 32 by, that's 320 plus 160 for 480. And then 5 by that's 320, and then 3 by that's 96. So 480 minus 320 is 160. 160 plus 9 is 256. Anybody? So 256 pi over 15?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or 250 by pi? Units cubed.
Yes.
Don't forget the units cubed. Yeah. Mhm. That's the formula. That's the formula. Think about it this way, right? Volume, area is in units squared, right? So that's like length by breadth, side by side. If you think of volume as length by breadth by height, side by side by side, so you have a third dimension, and that's why you have the cubic unit, right? So here, basically what they're doing is when you integrate, if you were to integrate something squared, you increase it by power by 1, right? Which will give us the cube. So that's why, that's my bush explanation as to why that's the cubic. Sorry, why we square it in order to get the cube. Right, so the question is, can we do question 6 in 10 minutes? I see in multiple parts here. A, B, then C, then D, then I have our next part. What's N? Sorry, you still here? Let me know when you're ready, right? We got I have to do the stats, but if you want, I can give it to 21. The print it already.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's staple.
Both of us.
Yeah.
I did five copies. Well, I did one for everybody. you do any honors?
You did the last one.
We got some other.
No, I can't remember the formulas. I didn't do that yet.
On the
Oh,
formula
there.
sheet.
That's a very
Well, I usually have a more
But when you want to do difference.
Exactly. So she's telling me this is.
Don't you have to swear it?
The one side deviation, yeah.
So this is the answer here.
One.
Hopefully.
Yes, that's not true.
It's good, right? So that way, I suppose we'll get you. Just have 4 more here.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm gonna do this section 4. That was section 4.
Oh, it's good. I said this everyone.
Google.
This was actually the first exam of the syllabus.
Alright, because 2019 was like a year before the last. Pass it down.
Yeah, so I'll carry the pizza home and my wife, right? With the kitchen and the clean, and wife the kitchen cooking. So I put it on the table and she didn't even turn around. So like, this is gonna be funny. I walk out and then she's like, where did this come from?
Wait. You're not done your papers, so I'll take this. Oh, is it?
You want to do it right now?
But so where's yours?
Right here.
Oh, never mind, you can have it back.
Well, it's.
You have to just put one in it. I get confused with those questions when I see these questions.
Wait, what year? Sometimes.
2021.
I feel like you just have to look over there because clearly you can't be doing it.
One is not a bad number. I think you got that out with my book. One is a prime number.
Well, wait, what is one then? Isn't it like
It's like a special thing.
it's a special thing?
Is it?
So what do you get?
Did you put it? You put it. You put it. No, this one is not. So you did like this. You put it. You did like this. This one. So say like A, like this is and then A is equal to what the here.
You want to check the progress? Yeah, I have 0.5.
Oh, I got that. What's six?
Yeah, 0.5 and then
Here, yes, I got that.
A fair blue die. Yeah. The dice. Okay. Can't completely possibly space table, right? No problem. We could do that.
so then what do we do after this?
Now you do the division thing and then you find your remainder. For 2 marks?
You're joking.
Yeah.
You're joking.
This is some tedium here, boy, ja. I mean, it's easy marks, so let's not complain. Give you the marks. The good them pre-marks.
No, I said no.
Right, I think that should be sufficient there. 6 parts. State the probability that the sum of the scores from throwing the dice is prime or even. Okay, so the prime numbers. Alright, so 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. 5, 7, 11, 13. 7, 11, 13. 17. 11, 13, 17, 19, 11, 13, 17, 19. What's not going to sing an akaiso? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1. 25 over 36. Even. 0. Alright, cool. Calculate the interquartile range of the data sets represented in the stem and leaf diagram below. Alright, let's see how many data points there are. 4 and 3 is 7 and 3 is 10 and 3 is 13 and 3 is 16 and 4 is 20. Okay, cool. So 20 plus 1 over 2 means you get 10.5. So we need the 10th and the 11th data point. 4 and 3 is 7, 3 is 10, right? So we look in here. 10 and 11, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 after, right? So we need the average, right? So 56 plus 58 over 2 will give us 57, right? So that's where the median is. So we have a lower half of the data, which I will highlight in a yellow. And then I'll highlight the upper half.
This is the remainder, babe.
No, this is your remainder. This is the this is one of the factors. This is the factor and this is your remainder.
Look at
All right, so we have a lower half yellow and an upper half green. So the lower quartile is the median of the lower half of the data. So we have 10 data points. And then 3, 6, 10 again. So that cuts nicely into 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So here, we got to find the average of these two. All right. Let me get a different color going there now. Why not? All right. Right. So for Q1, we will need the average of 42 and 44. So that's 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Then the 5th and 6th will be here, right? Well, that's 47. So Q3 is just 47. There's no need to find the average. The two numbers are the same. Right. And then the interquartile range. — 47 minus 43, just 4. Yeah, cosmic lights. Oh, you're welcome. I can't see that properly though.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
Yeah, you guys check the stem and leaf here for the interquartile. I got 4.
Let's see. Interquartile. I got 27.
27 for the
Get 27.
for the
No, wait, for the precision.
No, wait, sorry, my bad.
For the precision, because
I got
No, wait, that's 67.
67.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Please,
I apologize. That's my bad. I was rushing. So 24,
I got 67 minus 42.
42.
I had gotten that at first, but then I erased it.
I got 25.
Wait, what? I got 27 though. I'm 3 off.
No, I got 25. So I minus. Because when I did the
Mhm.
formula for
Mhm.
the Q1, I got 5 and 1/4, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna leave it.
Well, that's the 5 and the 6th.
Wait,
5th and 6th values.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did the wrong thing for keeping by.
Yeah, sorry about that. My bad.
What do I have to like say? Add 7 and divide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Whenever there's an even number of data points in either the whole data set or in each half, what's going to happen is there's not going to be a clear middle term. There's going to be two middle terms for which you have to find the average.
Right, okay, I get it. I see what I got now. Oh, I see why I went wrong. Because I didn't find any placements. I just kinda did the equation like over there.
Okay, I think I get it.
This woman scan everything for something like this before. So I'm telling me about your predictions, but then you scan everything.
Wait, it starts with a 25.
25 as the answer.
Yeah. Because when I do Q1, I get 42.5 and then.
Oh, you got 42.5.
Because you just said to add it and divide it.
42 and 44.
What?
Look,
Oh, I just assumed those two.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
It's my
Fine.
favorite. The square. Why is it that the quadratic formula is not on the Alma formula sheet?
Because they expect you to know it. As an odd math
Okay,
student.
well, that makes no sense. Because I was in the math exam, I was like,
You're trying to argue simple to CXC, anything with CXC. Don't even bother. Save your brain power and your breath. Figure 3 shows a box and whisker plot which represents a set of numerical data. State the median. Okay, well that looks like it's, hold on, that looks like it's 28 or so. It's a little above the halfway.
we did 27.5.
Yeah.
If it was exactly halfway between, I would say yes.
But I find like they can't be doing this because what if I bad eyes?
They'll accept a range, a slight range.
That's any range. You might want.
Determine the range of the data set. So 70, sorry, that's not 70. So this looks like 74, and that's 10 for sure, right? So 74 minus 10 is 64. Describe the shape of the distribution. Positive skew.
I didn't even see the question, to be honest.
Oh, you missed it for me?
No, like I just wanted to skip it.
Yeah.
I didn't like the first one. So.
1 marks. And then the sixth part, you go, God, they want a variance, boy. All right, well, this is definitely,
That's why we're fighting so much.
this definitely mean a square than square mean, because I do know the mean of the average deviation, sorry, the mean of the deviation, the mean of the squared deviation from the mean. You like that one? With a French accent. Alright, so 135, 144, 146. Wait, why do they have that outer order? It don't matter, because we're not looking to find median
Exactly.
or quartiles. It don't matter. Alright, so we'll do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 690, 715, and divide by n, which is 5, right? That's 143. And now we'll have a column for the squared values. So you literally just square in the x values. Okay, calculator time. 135 squared. So that's 18,225. Plus 144 squared. Just
The first few questions on these exams.
See, Miss Madam was gonna fight because
Oh, me and her already rolled. In my head.
Wait, is that log 3 or log 2?
Was it?
no, sir, what are you doing?
What?
Why do they bring on the data? Let's just say it is what is
Why do you
that?
Why doing what? Why divided by 5? Because there's only 5 data points.
No, but like what?
You divide it by 5?
Because there's 5 students out of the class who selected.
What's the formula?
You made me divide by 3. This it out.
For the variance.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, so the formula I'm going to use is the mean of the squared values. So mean of squares. So, hold on.
More sum.
Yeah, mean of squares
Is that look embarrassing?
Yeah.
minus the square of the mean.
Wait, this is look embarrassing.
So that's what. So mean of squares and square of mean. So more sum.
Yeah.
All right, so you find the mean. Right, and then you literally square each of those x values, right?
Yeah,
So,
I did that.
right, and you find the average of those.
Oh, mean.
Yeah.
Oh, this is.
23 what? 3.
We didn't even get the same answers as him. We had like the same, we knew what to do, but the thing is we calculated the numbers wrong. We were like,
First, we
Okay.
added wrong.
no, sir, I think you're wrong.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
it's
Which values?
20,738. I think it's supposed to be 21,000.
Yeah, I got 21,316,
Yeah.
right?
Alright.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't do this to us.
Oh, sorry, which value? We won 46?
146.
Yeah, 146.
No, you're correct. 21,316.
So
Alright, okay, thank you. 21,316, okay. So let's fix that.
So man, I'm watching you.
Is that Soldier Boy singing that?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so let's recast. So 18,225 plus 2736 plus 18,769 plus 21,316 plus 23,409 102,455 as the total.
Yeah,
102,
454.
455, yeah, and then we get 20449. No, 20491.
204.
Yes.
20491, yeah?
Okay.
Alright, I like the enthusiasm.
So that we were getting one.
We're getting one.
Minus 143 squared.
Okay, what's the first question?
No, but if you open the paper and the first question looking funny, going to throw you off, just turn the page. The questions don't
So
follow.
because I opened this letter and I'm like,
I mean, no, I mean, literally, we did all this
just for it to be A minus 3.
literally.
So 42, anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. And that's it.
Okay, but like if they ask for variance, then you would have to square root that answer.
If they ask for standard deviation.
They asked for
Oh, if they
Right.
ask for standard
Yeah.
deviation, just square root the 42, right?
Correct. So if they had asked for standard deviation, that's the square root of the variance.
Okay, this is not that bad to come.
Yeah, let it come.
Well, this is raw data. Eh? They could bring group, they could bring
Okay, no,
ungroup.
I want you to put that. I don't agree.
Wait, so group
fx
data
squared over sum of fx, sum of fx over sum of fx.
Over
minus-
F. Sum of fx over sum of f.
X, 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 X.
A, B, C, D, E,
Press,
F, G,
press,
like,
press, press.
minus in brackets sum of fx over sum of f all squared.
Okay, I'm a visual learner. Please write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's the same thing as this.
Yeah.
Mean of the squares.
But then you have to do all that, that's so much work.
I just
Yeah, but with that one you have to multiply. You have to multiply f by x, and then you have to multiply f by x squared.
Yeah, but I prefer that.
Okay, so I
Alright.
prefer this.
So group
I
data,
think
what
I
do you
do
do?
this
So,
one.
group data, what do you do?
Right, so what you do is your x value is the midpoint of the interval. So let's say your interval was 1 to 5. 1 and 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. If your interval was 1 to 10, 1 plus 10 is 11, divided by 2 is 5.5. And then that's your x. And you also have to find the corresponding squared values.
I hope they just low-key bring,
Raw data. And as we saw in 2024, in that case, they gave you what the sum of x squared was.
Okay.
And then you divide that by n. That's 24
They don't like
or 23. It was
That
a,
was
a recent
23.
one.
Yeah.
One of them. Hold on.
It's
I have the
actually
papers
pretty
open.
standard
No, because I did it this morning and I was like, oh, that's it?
Yeah. So this is the first repeat, yeah.
Yeah.
No, please.
Okay, it wasn't 24.
I think it's 23.
Yeah. There aren't any pages here, really. Alright, well let me just say it was 23, right? Okay. Alright, so
They
we
just gave it to you.
yeah. The formula they gave you wasn't even what we're accustomed to.
Oh,
It was sum of x squared minus the sum of x all squared over n, and then that is over n minus 1. Square rooted.
So you want to go to the first question?
Yeah, I ready to start the whole thing. But here's my question. How you all feeling to continue with 2021? You all feeling alright?
2025, I just feel like.
Everybody have a copy of 2021 by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright.
I think it's just some questions.
They just went
Like,
too much from me,
From, I
honestly.
find from 2022 to 2024, those were amazing. For me, like 10 out of 10, gave me double.
Yo, I would have done this, I can't remember which one.
No, I think for this one, I think the strings was the worst part for me. I was confused, and I didn't like
Which one, sorry?
Like in 2025, the tricks were bad. I don't think.
They never brought the graphs before. So I
That
mean,
means they wouldn't bring it again.
Listen, Sham's still making their papers using.
me I know, you know.
And AI can't
Don't
make
ask.
hard questions. So it's gonna be baby people.
AI can't make one.
Me,
You
and
see that now?
people.
Right, there we go here. Determine the remainder when f of x is divided by x minus 1. So what we do is we have to let
Like two random
x minus 1 equal to 0, and that will give a value of x equal to 1. And then from here now, we have to find f of 1. And the beautiful part about substituting 1 is all the algebra will just disappear, because 1 to any power is 1. And when they multiply by 1, you get back the same thing you multiply by.
Wait.
Mhm.
Like,
Right. If you sub 1 inside of here, right? 1 to any power is what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So wait, if it didn't have a remainder, it would be equal to 0, right?
Correct.
If we sub-
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a plus 7 minus 3, which is a minus 3. Yeah?
So sir, guess what we did? We found first A, and then we put it in, and then we did the whole.
How you found for a?
I'm thinking
Put it on the other side of
alpha
the
plus
thing.
beta.
Yeah, that
Like
one.
to b over 8.
Yeah.
Just put A is equal to 2, and then put the thing, and then thing then. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're assuming that you're assuming that x minus 1 is a factor. They never said that.
Oh.
They just said that the remainder is find the remainder.
I knew wasn't that couldn't be for 2 marks. I was like, you can't do all
They
that.
got
If the remainder when f of x is divided by x plus 3 is equal to the remainder determined above, find the value of it. Okay, cool.
Guys, I want people to know if they bring any like a bad division thing, I am skipping it. They look at that question and
I
then
taught
just
you
know,
it. I taught
I'm-
you it.
guys, just know who to
At least
skip that
try it.
question.
At least try it. At least try it.
I don't know why, I just can't wrap my head around it.
Wait.
So that's minus 27e plus
So wait, we
What is
did
that?
this when you were
63 plus 21 minus 3. Feel free to let me know if I make any mistakes anywhere. Right, so what's going to happen is 63 and 21 is 84, 84 minus 81. So you have minus 27e plus 81.
Wait, is this the same question or is that the part 2?
Yeah, it's part 2. I just don't want to scroll up and down now. I'll copy and paste it below after. Given that a minus 3 is equal to minus 27 plus 27a plus 81. So we could add the 27a to the both sides and then do 81 plus 3, which is 84. So from here, 28a is equal to 84, and a is equal to 84 divided by 28, which is 3. So a is actually 3. So yeah, in the first case, it actually did turn out to be a factor. X minus 1 was a factor.
So let me copy that down.
I can't complete it.
Wait, so then,
Kind of guess.
so what exactly is the answer? Oh,
I'm actually so confused.
Hold on. So you all assumed in part 1 that x minus 1 was a factor, but they never said it outright. But when we found for a, we got a is equal to 3. So it did turn out to be correct. but they didn't tell us that outright.
So if
Wait, can you scroll down? Can I scroll down, please?
I mean, I thought you would have just known it was 3 because if you just bring it to the left, then why is it not just
But nothing is on the left.
well 0?
Where?
No,
Determine the
X
remainder
equals A minus
if that is divided by that. They didn't tell us what the remainder was. We can't find it because A is an unknown.
Why did they say
Sorry.
Wait, so how, wait, what? How do you
Mhm.
I hate
I don't think I would have ever done this. I think I would have done my 5 marks.
no, because we would have done the whole thing.
Girl, I can't. I'm buying the first question that we
Yeah, why are they being so hard?
Okay, good.
What did he leave out?
Then he left out the same as this graph.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you equate the A minus 3 is equal to minus 27A plus 81?
If the remainder, hold on. If the remainder, when f of x is divided by that, is equal to the remainder above, find the value of A.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I don't read questions. I just hope I'm through.
What? Woman!
I'm embarrassed. I just look at like the I look at the numbers and I just like put it down like.
Just
You
go
see,
with,
when I actually just start reading
go
my
with
questions,
vibes.
I read the questions.
No, I like skip through it.
And I even check it over after. I'm just like,
Me too. I'm like, I get
Yeah,
it.
checking over after is a big ask. I never used to do that, but honestly, it is something worth your time if you have the time and the mental wherewithal. Some people don't.
yeah, but when I check over, I just assume everything I have is right. I was like, okay, I did that, I did that, I did that. Okay,
It's like, okay, you know, you ever eat sushi?
yeah.
You know, just give you the ginger, right? So the ginger is a palate cleanser. So the palate, it helps it to like not mix up the taste, so you taste each one for what it is, right? So if there was something like a mental palate cleanser, so you could go back through it and not really follow your working word for word, then that would make sense. Because if you're just reading it over and it's like, well, I do this right, this, then it doesn't make no sense, you know? Luna, relax. Consider the function which has real and equal roots. So real and equal, hold on, there's the key word here. Real and equal. If it's real and equal, we're talking discriminant. I see, use the discriminant. When the roots are real and equal, the discriminant is equal to 0. When the roots
Yeah, because real and equal is 0.
equal to 0, right?
Real
So this is B, real and distinct, or real and, yeah,
more than 0.
more than 0.
On
Yeah, no real roots, yeah, less than 0, that's correct.
Oh,
Repeat that one more time.
When there are real roots and they are different, real and distinct, the b squared minus 4ac will be greater than 0, as in positive. If there are real and equal roots, in other words, one real root, well, I'm not supposed to say that, the b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0. And if this turns out to be negative or less than 0, then no real roots exist. They don't cut the axis, right? Okay, so b is m plus 4. So that's m plus 4 squared minus 4 by 1 by 4m. So this is m squared plus 8m plus 16 minus 16m. And then when 8m minus 16m will simply change it to minus 8m.
Why do you put the 1 by the x? Like,
Here?
Because it's 1.
oh, 1.
The coefficient of...
Guys, I was just in 4 hours of chem. I'm
Yeah,
4 hours
yeah,
and a
yeah.
half, I want to die.
Yeah, I feel for you, don't worry.
What does the grid even for though? They just say you may, so you don't have to, right?
Like, what would you even mark up on this? Like,
Rubbish.
My definition.
No, I can never do that because for all the way mark me down. I'm good.
What if I draw like a big
Hold on.
triangle?
You know, there's a guy who often speaks out in POA, right? So, he's BFP, right? He often asks questions. And you hear him on TV. On the guy. Anyhow, he told me that he wrote in the exam, CXC, please make a better system.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interdeterminate values, so
Yeah.
it's not supposed to be 2, or you should just say it.
Well, m equal to 4 and 4. Because if m squared is equal to 0, right? The square root of 0 is just 0. 0 has only one value, neither positive nor negative.
I could just leave this whole thing here, blah.
It said you may use the grid provided to assist you. You may.
Girl.
That is the she was asking, right?
I'm honestly, I'm putting a big fat half in this. So like,
My teachers are always like, please be nice to your invigilators. And I was like, oh,
And then
wow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good
Yeah.
night.
It makes more sense to be nice to people, especially if they monitoring you for an exam. It don't make sense making them an enemy.
In my bio exam, when he invigilated,
Hey.
he fell asleep on himself.
Community square. There we go. One time.
I don't know if it's really low question, I hate those.
Girl, that's what I'm speaking about. No, it is so like square roots and log.
Okay, if I get
Yeah, with logs and it's
this one,
Oh, no. I have logs in the series.
Please get this paper. Let me forget these ones. I don't think you want for it.
but you want to know something funny? When they released the syllabus, the updated syllabus, which is what this is based on, they basically brought this paper as the specimen paper. So if you did the specimen paper, you'd be more than ready for this paper.
Wait, what was that for something?
In the syllabus, but that was just for this paper.
I don't think they were.
Nah, if they do that, you know, and I see it's not beyond them to repeat questions. The 2023 proof was from 2018 or 2020. Who was there with me? The Trigs, right? Me and earlier too, right? And then there was a next question they brought back with the same 2025 we just did with the GP, with the 400 and the 25, right? It was slightly changed, yes, but I mean that's not supposed to happen. All you have ample time to create new questions and a spare paper. It's supposed to have a spare paper. So I thought real and equal meant that this was more than 0, and equal meant 1 root. Hold on, real and equal. Now, real and equal is 1 real root. And we're not supposed to say 1 real root. Right? It's repeated roots or coincident roots or equal roots. Real and distinct is where it's greater than 0. Arun.
What is that?
Right, so that's equal to, right, so b over 2a. So that's 8 over 4, and that's equal to 2. Yeah, sorry, I'll look across every now and again for the comments. Hey, Mel, good evening, how you doing? Right, k, right. Y'all want to see a slightly easier formula for k?
No, don't confuse us. Don't confuse us.
Wait, what's Quadratic?
Everything all right?
December 17th.
Oh, what, June?
Yeah.
Okay,
That was a nice day.
wait, hold on.
My mother-in-law's birthday is the 18th, actually.
My mom's birthday is the 16th.
Nice.
Who is that though?
4 by 2 is 8. 8 by 8 is 64. Minus 100 all over 8.
Let's go.
Wait, let me get this thing.
Yeah, Arun, no problem. Happy to help.
Is C not minus 10? Is C not minus 10?
I don't know whatever it is. I don't want to see
No, what is it? Where's the
it. I'm laughing, but anyway.
Thanks. Thank you.
Are you scared?
Yeah, this is fatigue wreaking havoc. 4 by a by c minus b squared. Thank you. Right, so that's minus 8a minus 64 all over 8, right? So that's minus 144 over 8. So that's 8 minus 18, anybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, so therefore h of x would be 2, open brackets. X plus 2 all squared minus 18.
Yeah.
All right, the minimum value is always, or max value is always k, which in this case is minus 18, right? And then the value of x for which h of x is limit is minus h. which in this case is minus 2. And that's it for this question. Yeah? All right. Hey, Mr. Bally, good evening. How you doing? Mr. Bally boy, I know here's from our next source that apparently PUA people won't leak, but I can't confirm that. It's just a rumor for now. As per usual. I don't know if you hear anything. But to be honest, the talk creates unnecessary anxiety. Repeating it simply makes it true. True. Yeah, I should wash them out. Yeah, but to be honest, I mean, the whether or not that paper one leak is basically the same paper every year. So IS. Okay. Sorry.
I'm manifesting my interrupter right now.
Right, can I go into question 2?
Wait, can you explain?
Part 2. Right, the minimum value of a quadratic is always the k value.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
I thought I heard you say max.
Minimax.
Anytime I say
Yeah.
something, anytime you
That's
say
correct, yeah.
something, it just like pisses me off to be really honest.
Who's that?
Oh, just
Wait.
Uh-huh.
But they asked for price.
No. Determine the value of x, which makes h of x, and that's the minus h.
I know.
All right. Right. So the logs and the surds, which make all your panic. All right. Hold on. This is 5 marks. All right. Look. Hold on.
Imagine you sacrifice the first time.
Right, hold on. It's logs, right? You're subtracting here. Do we have the same base?
Divide, right?
Right. So when you have the same base, what do? We divide. So we will end up with log to base 2 of 6 plus.
Sir, but what if I put it on? What if I like revert it into just like 2 x like whatever, and then I put it to base 2 and I multiply it, and I put it to base 10 and multiply it with log.
You could do that. It just might take you a little longer, and you have to be more careful.
I was trying to get my marks.
Is the 2
Why is
to
he
power
lying?
1x?
Yep.
Yes!
Right. So check it.
Bro, what is
When you use the laws of logs to create your quotient, from here you could simply convert the index form. Right? Remember, the log is the power to which the base is raised. So 2 to the power 1 is equal to 6 plus root 12 all over 3 plus root a. We then multiply the denominator on this side, 3 plus root a. Sorry. And when you expand here,
Wait, what? Wait.
Like a pregnant baby.
that's no joke, eh? I was present in the room for both of my kids' deliveries, yeah? That person is a serious business, yeah?
But in society, I'm shunned because I want to make something of myself. My effort is being tried to pass. Man, you has extra time, eh? Extra. Say that. Please say that.
Wait, the opposite closer than you think.
Oh wait, I hope that.
Oh Lord.
Oh God.
The football the football whistle come back.
You're laughing.
And that World Cup later this year? You want to be a whistle? Okay, World Cup, football.
No,
Oh. Okay, hold on. Alright, you see that part in yellow there? When you minus 1 log from another and they're the same base, you could divide. So that's how I got this piece here. Okay, and then from here I convert it from log form to index form. Right?
Alright, because log 10 and 10 is 1.
Correct.
Right?
Log of 10 to base 10 is 1. There's no base stated here explicitly. Right? Which means that 10 is understood. And a lot of people thought it was 2. Because, they just didn't print it. Nope,
But
it's log 10 to base
I
10.
don't understand why they how did you get to 1 equals to 6?
Right. So check this, right?
Right.
If 10 to the power 2 is 100, the log to base 10 of 100 is 2. Because 2 is the power to which the base is raised. So imagine this whole thing here, and we replace the fraction. Let's just say we call that x, right? To convert to index form, we take the base, raise it to the power, and put it equal to that.
Like,
Mhm.
See, it's just a thing with myself.
Could you just like give us a quick list of the log rules? Because
Log rules?
Do you have like a cheat sheet with everything on it?
Ooh, we need that.
Are you just saying cheat sheet? You mean like with the laws of logs?
yeah,
No.
formula sheet. Like
Formula.
a
Just
full
everything.
formula sheet.
I'm not sleeping tonight.
No. You need to go and sleep. Hold on, huh?
I have to sit myself again.
I thought I was gonna leave Anna to the bottom.
I was in lessons today and I was seeing niggas that like,
I was in lessons yesterday and she pulled out some random thing. I was so supporting a big, it's a quantification. And I was like,
You look at it right here.
I've never seen that.
From like the 12th of March.
Can you print that out?
just see all the like array topic you begin with these things like send all like
Yeah, please.
send
Like,
the
They,
pictures.
they already sent in the chat.
No, but like send me
No.
once.
Once?
Like it is like
Where is it?
Oh, you joined late?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, alright.
I am saving you guys. So you're gonna want to
You mark in my paper.
the only way I say, she made me do my paper.
The only way you say the means you leak the paper.
I think this was our next question where they... Hold on, was it this one, boy?
You missed the page. Go back. But you know you missed the question. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Determine the set of values of x for which that is less than 0. Okay, cool. What am I last? Okay, I didn't do green. Right. So 2 minus x all over 4x minus 9 less than 0. And we're going to multiply by...
Wait, what?
So we're going to have 2 minus x. If 2 minus x is 0, 2 is equal to x. If 4x minus 9 equal to 0, x is equal to 9 over 4. Right.
Look at this one. Look at this one.
Right. So we have a... If we multiply minus x by 4x, we'll get minus. So it's a maximum curve.
Wait, how did you do that so fast, bro? Wait.
Uh-huh.
I expanded the bracket and we shouldn't read.
No, not expand the thing. Yo, leave yourself.
Bro, the next question is a compound interest question. Is that not what is very on maths? Because I swear I've seen this exact same thing in maths.
It looks very familiar. I'll
No,
attest to that. Yeah.
I remember we did this with Chris, but do I remember how it was done? No.
That's alright.
And you want to see a repeat? Oh, I did this. I did it again.
So less than 0, right? Less than 0 means the negative aspects of the curve, which would mean down here and above here. So that would mean less than 2 and greater than 2 1/4. So 9 over 4 is 2 1/4, right? Yeah. Determine the set of values for x. Okay, cool. So my answer,
This is union thing.
yeah, would be x less than 2 union x greater than 2 1/4.
Bro.
There's a very small, it's a very narrow band therefore where it's positive though.
I started using it more and more. Every time you type in this, I use it more.
Somebody from our lesson.
No. I had the upside down.
Yeah.
That's not one Adam.
What?
We're actually talking about
somebody else.
Wait, oh wait. I thought we were talking about Sanjeev.
Yeah.
I was about to ask that.
I know every topic. And no, Christian is just
Doesn't he go to like 5 advanced lessons? Of course he's gonna post about it.
yeah, no, he goes like 5 days a week.
Oh, to the same person? Oh.
No, he goes to
Yeah.
different
No, he does.
advanced.
No, he does. No, he only does
You used to go to different ones.
Who is go by?
Right on.
Oh, that guy.
Because he does one with Andrew and
Does he? Elliot.
Yeah, he does.
Yes! Bum, bum. Receipts.
Andrew Afu?
Huh?
Andrew Afu?
No, some weird hockey player.
Oh, okay, so
And Christian, I'm just like, it's a body. Yeah, he actually knows everything.
Question, what do you expect?
Bro, no, I actually can't. He would complain about him and then in a group chat, he'd be like,
Yeah.
and then in a group chat, y'all listen to him, right? And bro, he's telling you his mouth is full of nuts, though. Like, I want to go over my comments.
No.
Yes. So, I'm sorry. I'll make it on the back. I eat 3. I did not eat 3. Like,
No, what's gonna happen to these? Wait, what am I classifying? What is
wait, what?
Wait.
Don't make S2 problem on.
Wait,
Wait,
I
why
have
is it
to,
Wait, where did we get
I
the
wanna have to
from?
add one to the percentage, like.
Okay, no, where did we get the amount from? My apologies, something.
Yeah,
When
more.
when you add, it's an increase.
Isn't
When
this
you
a
minus, it's an
GP?
increase. Wait, what is
No,
this?
no, no. This is like AP because this is interest.
I know.
Not?
Where did we get the 12,000?
It's not an AP.
Geometric progression summary.
So you know what I was gonna say? I was gonna
Wait, no,
Oh, it's a G. Yeah, it's GP because it's multiplication. When we do it.
Yo, if they bring this to, Luna says bye bye. Okay.
No.
What does this mean? Wait, no. Wait, why do? How do I know when to add one?
Because we're inequalities.
No, what
Less
does that
than
mean?
zero.
If-
What is B?
Let's
That
say
is
you had
not
100, right?
equality,
so
that's
can't you not just use
inequality,
the formula that they give you?
formula.
Yep.
B squared minus
The
4
same thing. P is
Wait,
P is this.
backside 40s.
Yeah.
R over 100 is that. Well, 1 plus R over 100 is that, right?
That's discriminant.
Now A is the amount. We don't want the right. So we want the amount,
You
right?
can use it and just get you could I
Yeah.
think you could do logs, I think.
Oh, you say
No.
not real roots.
Yeah, that's why I have.
Okay, well,
Okay, so stop talking to nothing then.
Right. So Luna, if let's say I had a $400 value as my investment, and I earn 10% interest, right? 10% of 400 is 40, and my balance at the end is 440, right? The 400 is 100% of itself. If I add 10% onto that, I get 110%. 110% is 1.10 because it's 110 divided by 100. So anytime you have a percentage increase, you can multiply by 1 plus the rate, right? So you could also do like a GP, where R, which is the common ratio for the GP, is 1 plus the rate.
But sir, how do you know it's gonna be more than the triple?
It says to at least triple, yeah.
I need to remember my.
So what did it ask me? Time? The T?
You want the number of years, yeah, T.
So M.
Wait, you did a log form.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's solving for a power. So idea, you could do it one of two ways. Okay, so this is 4,000 like this.
you could divide it by 3.
I hate
Or divide it by 4,000.
Correct. So what you could do, Jamris, if you want, is you could just basically, just keep doing this, but change the power every time. So you could do 4,000 by 1.08. Obviously, it's not going to take one as a triple, right? I would probably start with at least 5 years. So check that out. So do 1.08 to the power of 5. You could, yeah. And you could zero in. That's not what they want you to do, but it is a valid way to do it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. When you find me. My way to hire me.
But I could just call it, but if I was screaming,
You might, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
okay.
I'm not sure about disqualified, but they could remove it from the exam room. And if you continue to do it, yes, you might be able to get disqualified, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we can wait. I did 12,000 divided by 4,000 is equal to
That's, oh, pfft.
Is it like 15?
That might be, yeah.
I'm getting decimals, but I mean, you can't really.
It would take about 9 years to double.
'Cause
So
when I do-
15 seems kind of high, but it mightn't be impossible.
Because when I do 14, I get 11,748. But then when I do 15, wait, hold on. When I do 15, I get 12,688. So I feel like 15.
Yeah, 15. Okay.
Yeah, trial and error it is.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still gonna try and do it.
Is human nature we saying?
Anyway,
Well, given what it only maths exam, with the left it out completely.
Hey, let's not talk about that math exam right now, right?
That's really fast. I'm actually happy that I'm music program.
No, I wanted that. I became a master, bro.
So then they replaced it with major C, so.
Oh, Shamra says yesterday you were telling me that your sister went to see it 4 times.
Watch it
Again?
I'm not even joking.
Bro, I haven't seen it.
And she actually, this time she dressed up to watch it. I was like, you're joking.
We need dressed up.
Like she tried to like do a Michael Jackson-esque kind of outfit.
Oh, period.
Oh, yeah, plus 1.
She said, like,
Yeah, I got 15.
15?
So point something.
Good job.
Yeah, trial and error is the way to go, guys.
Yeah, if all else fails, that's what I'll do.
So I got 16 though.
16
I
or
got
50?
Yeah, I think 15 is the correct answer,
If
yeah.
you do 16, I think it's too much. Wait, hold on. Let me try and...
Oh, yeah.
I got 14.27 because I didn't have minus.
Okay, hold on. Let me double check. So
when you do
log
small
3 divided by log 1.08 is 14. Right, and then I had to add back the 1.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to add back a 1 because I did it with the formula.
Oh, because
Okay.
the thing is, when I do 14, when I do 16, sorry, I get 13,000.
Oh no, you know why? Okay, no. Because how I'm doing it is I'm doing it like at the start of that year because I'm doing it like pure GP, right?
Well,
So when you're doing T1, that's my second term,
Oh,
right? So
Okay.
that is the end. That is the amount at the end of 1 year,
right.
which is the second term in my GP.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? So no, you're correct. The 15 would be the correct number.
Because
Yeah.
I did it like how the shortcut you said
Mhm.
you could just do the powers and it was
Mhm.
50.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you add the, wait, no, I'm getting the 15.27 when I did it like that.
Right, but remember what we're saying is if you use the formula, right? So the A, hold on, what's the question? This determine the number of years it would take for Alice to strip. Okay, cool, hold on. So after 1 year, all right, here what to do. Sorry, 1 second, my wife just asked me something. Wow. Oh. Okay then.
Don't. They made this
It's okay.
My mom sent me a sticker every day, dog. I can't. I don't give a sticker ever.
So hold on, it's 4,000 was you starting about, right? So 4,000 by 1.08 to the 15. Let's see how much money is in the account at that point. So 1.08 to the 15. No. Right. Yeah, 3.17. The factors are already bigger. So 15 years.
15, right? Because when look at, if you do the fourth, look at the
Mhm,
16, sorry, it
Yeah.
goes to 13,000.
Yeah.
Why is Alice calling us a mom? Like, next to our bigger mom. See, they're calling, notice how they take the same time, they're calling them hate like a mom.
Yeah, it's 15, yeah. Right, so the 16th term, so if you're doing it from a pure GP perspective, the 16th term, which would be the term at the end of 15 years, because The first term is not, a year hasn't passed, that's time 0. Okay, okay. So 16 minus 1 is equal to 15 years. Yeah, if you do it this way. Okay, okay, I got you, I got you. Wow, okay, so you had to pay attention to that. Okay, okay, I need to pick up the pace a little bit, that's alright, because I watch any time.
We could do this.
Alright, the coordinates for the center of the circle is that, and the coordinates for a point on the circumference is that. Determine the, okay, so we need the radius. Alright, and that's Pythagoras, as we know. Alright, so that's x and y. So we could do 3 minus 2, then squared, plus 3 minus 1, then squared. So that's 1 squared plus 2 squared, which is 1 plus 4, which is 5. Okay, cool. So the equation of a circle, the actual proper equation of a circle, is x squared plus y squared minus 2ay. Sorry, so this is a, and that's b, my bad. It's 2ax. Ah. What, on my live? Or comments?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't want to feel sick because I want to go to the
Ow.
I don't know which one is like
Mhm.
A, B, and then which one is X and Y.
AB is always the center.
It's always the same.
Yeah. But the x and y, it was sublines out of here. The x and y in the equation is just generic x and y. Two squared is 4 plus 1 is 5 minus 5 is 0. So we just have that. The circle intersects the x and y axes at 3 points. Determine the coordinates of the point of intersection. So for it to be 3 points, it has to be through the origin. Right? If you imagine a circle, right? So imagine shifting it anyway. The only way to cut just 3 points is if it passes through the origin.
Wait, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think.
If it doesn't pass through the origin, it's gonna cut each axis at 2 points. Or if it's too far, it might cut only, maybe tangent to only one axis, tangent to 2. Cut 1 at 2 and be tangent to 1. Oh, no. Okay, no. Sorry, it depends on where the center is.
Well, see, just plug in.
No.
You plug in like these 0 values and get it, and then you put 0, 0 at 3 points.
I'm thinking. Okay, when it intersects the x-axis, y is 0.
Yeah. And
So,
then
okay.
when it intersects the y-axis,
X is 0.
And then the origin is 0, 0, right?
Well, we assume it is 0. It mightn't be. It might be.
Okay, well, I'm just saying I'm not defining it.
Hold on. It is. It has to, because it says 3 points of intersection. Because the one I was thinking about is tangent. See, it could be tangent to x or y and intersect the other one. But it said 3 points of intersection, and tangent is not intersection.
Okay, so if they ask you about how you with tangents. Okay, just.
That's a good question. Hold on. No. If it's tangent to the x-axis, the equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0. Right? So, same thing. What would happen? Okay, so I'm assuming if we sub y equal to 0 here, it's going to cancel all that, leaving us with x squared minus 4x, which is a quadratic with no constant. So when you factor it, right, you're going to get 2 values of x. When you sub x equal to 0, you're going to get y squared minus 2y, which is a quadratic. When you factor it, you're going to get 2. Interestingly enough, of those, in each case, one of those 2 is 0, right? So let's check it out, right? So we're going to let x, all right, so we're going to let y equal to 0, which means x squared plus 0 squared minus 4x minus 2 by 0 is 0. 0 squared and 2 by 0 is 0, leaving us with x squared minus 4x, right? we'll factor out the x and get x minus 4. That's it. So either x is equal to 0 or x minus 4 is 0, which means x is equal to 4. Right?
And
Yeah.
if you do it for the y, so you get y is equal to 0 and y is equal to the other
2.
so
I think it's 2, right?
then when you put it together, you get.
Yeah, you'll put the x back. You'll put the x back on top, put the y back on top, and then solve. Yeah, that's correct.
Making all of this sense.
So if they just ask for 2 points of intersection, just do x and y equal to 0.
Once they intersect the axes, yeah, for sure. All right, I kind of out of space. So I had to do a little kind of ratchet thing here. Just give me a second. Okay, so I'm gonna come on this side here, box off some space, right? Right, so if x equal to 4, right? So then I have 4 squared plus y squared minus 4 by 4 minus 2 by y equal to 0. Well, 4 squared and 4 by 4 is the same, right? So I have y squared minus, well, that's the same thing as before. So y is, yeah, y is equal to 0 or 2.
What I did is that I just got the answer to be 0, 0.
Oh, no, right, yeah, because when x, no, the corresponding x and y should just be 0. Okay. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Again, like I tell him, my brain is firing all today. So I'll just make my list, yeah. Yeah, so when you let y equal to 0, you're finding for the x-axis, where it cuts the x-axis. And when you let x equal to 0, you're finding for the y-axis. Right, okay, so therefore, 4, 0 is where it cuts the x-axis.
That's the one you could just say like the points of intersection.
Yeah, you could just say, because when the y coordinate is 0, we know it's partially x. And then 0, 2 is where it cuts the y-axis. Or you could just use intercept. And also 0, 0. Passes through origin. Sorry. Sachin, Tim looking for you. Oh. You lost Mary, help me focus. Oh, okay. Whoever Sachin is, Tim looking for you. Is Tim Javier? I guess too. And Jonathan and Sachin. Alright. Fun times. Alright. Is there, okay, that's 3A. Are you okay with that one?
Yeah, I got that.
Alright, determine the equation of the tangent to the circle at point 3,3. Right, so a tangent, as we know, is a straight line that touches the circle at one point. But being a straight line, its equation is y is equal to mx plus c. So we have to find the gradient. Now we can find the gradient of the radius from the center to 3,3. Right, so that again has y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. What were the coordinates at the center again? 2 and 1 or 1 and 2? 2 and 1, right. So the center was 2 and 1, right? So, right, so we could do 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 2. That will give us 2 over 1, which is just 2, right? Now, the gradient of the tangent, right? So a tangent will be perpendicular to the radius at the point of tangency, which means that it will be minus 1 over the 2, because it's when two lines are perpendicular, right? Right. You too, man. Extra work, right, Dada? Right, you're right there. All right, good, good, good. I'm glad you find you. Right, and we're gonna use the coordinates of 3, 3 in conjunction with the gradient of minus a half. Right, so 3 is equal to minus 3 over 2 plus c. So we're going to add 3 over 2 to both sides of the equation, giving us a value of 4.5, or 9 over 2 for c. Therefore, yeah,
When doing quotient rule, which one is B and which one is U and
u is the numerator, v is the denominator.
I give you
Is
the formula.
it minus or plus?
Which one?
d du dx minus
It's minus.
Minus, yeah. The quotient rule is actually, you can derive it using the product rule. Because if you think about u over v, that's like u by v to the minus 1. And you could use product rule there and we end up getting, when you work it out, you get a v over v squared, long story short. Yeah, plus 9, let's say 9 over 2. All right. Who's that? Javier. Christina. Is Christina? Christina or is it a Christian? Another one come. Alright, cool, cool. Alright, the position vector. What do you want here? Determine the unit vector. You see how they ask it here? That is the correct way to ask it.
Yeah.
Determine the unit vector in the direction of PQ.
Sorry if I actually knew what to do.
Well, right, that will be here. Right, so first of all, the unit vector in the direction of PQ is PQ divided by its own, sorry, my bad. Yeah. By its magnitude. PQ is equal to PO plus OQ. PO is the inverse of OP. Right, so that's going to give us minus 2 and 3 plus the minus 4, 1. That's minus 6, 4. Right, and then the magnitude of PQ Alright, so that's minus 6 squared plus 4 squared. So that's 36 plus, that is just root 52. Okay, cool. So our answer will simply be minus 6i plus 4j. Now root 52 is actually root 4 by 13, eh? So that's root 2 by root 13. Sorry, 2 root 13, my bad. Alright, so that's, no, sorry, not 3, 13. Now you could actually factor out 2 in the numerator and cancel with the denominator. So you'll get minus 3i plus 2j all over root 13. Back it with. Oh, who's this? Chrissy, we need all the help. Funny thing is, she's a Hindu. Oh, who's that? Oh, Christina. Okay. My dad too. That's my last name, Bhagarati, you know. Alright, ladies and gents, we okay with the vectors question there?
Yes.
Any questions, problems, issues, anything?
Oh, I put it into like vector form, like matrix form.
I guess you could.
Yeah, I just
have to?
Do you have to
Oh, because it
simplify
says
it?
simplest third form.
Oh, you're joking.
Read your question, Gil.
Oh my
Alright.
This is a real.
Harvey is from. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Harvey is a joker. Alright. Cool. No problem, Christina.
You got it. Sir, if
Yo.
you put
Wait, still have a part C to go?
yeah.
I'll go with this already. Alright.
Can you put
Yeah.
instead of doing I and J, can you do P and Q?
For what, like for minus 6p and 4?
Yeah. No?
No. I would not advise that.
Okay.
Do you have to put in the ing? Or you just leave it?
I just accustomed put them in a vector format, but you could put the 1 over 2 root 13 outside or inside. I mean, they can multiply it together. It's root 52, but it says in simplest third form, so 52 is 4 by 13. Alright, cool. Cos m, 24 over 25. They want determine the value for tan 2m. Oh, just like 2 days ago, Dread. Alright. So tan 2m is equal to 2 tan m all over 1 minus tan squared m. Tan m is equal to sin m over cos m. Not sim, sin. Let's not predict that. I agree. Symbol or minimum, you want to say. Yeah. Sorry, so we have cos, we need sine. And the sine m, so you could use the Pythagorean triples if you want, or you could use the regular square root of 1 minus cos squared.
Oh, no, I forgot all about tan. I'm so sorry, I would never get this right.
I was thinking of using the
I would have used the sine over cos and then just call it what's
for the tan I use the other formula.
The other formula?
The double angle thing.
Yeah, tan 2m. Yeah, that's tan m plus tan m over 1 minus tan m by tan m. So tan m plus tan m is 2 tan m, and tan m by tan m is tan
Wait, so
squared.
this is they don't give proofs? This is all they gave us?
You're joking.
No, give me my proofs.
Look, Trig's here. Look at here. Look, Trig's here.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Yeah, and if it's tan 2m, that 2m is m plus m. So instead of a plus a b, you'd have a m plus a m. So if you have tan m plus tan m, that's 2 tan m, and then tan a by...
I just put a normal formula.
That's fine. The normal formula could work.
See, like, I'm supporting you even though
I genuinely don't know how I'm surviving right now. I don't know if you've seen this, but on TikTok there's a class in the South that does classes at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Who's that, Rajiv?
I don't know.
Math vibes?
Not Rajiv.
Rajiv?
No, it's like an in-person class. And it's like filled with people.
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning.
When do they sleep? I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I've seen Rajiv and I think he said he's doing a live until 4 in the morning today.
Yeah. Rajiv just go hard. But he's doing good work. Yeah? Sorry, how did you get 2 tan m? Jaden, right? Oh, Jaden, right. So what we did, right? So we use this, right? But the 2m. Oh, come on, man, Philip. Right, yeah.
So,
2m would simply be m plus m. So you replace this with a m, this with a m. And tan m plus tan m is 2 tan m, and then tan m multiplied by tan m is tan squared m. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, so, yeah, sorry, I forgot there's a bit of a delay. Right.
I have brought this when it was like -1. Then I was like,
I want to hear it.
I was 14 on strike.
I found the paper was hard. This is a hard paper.
But again, the funny part is if
Maybe we're just tired, that's why.
Yeah.
that could be it too.
I don't know. No, but I think the other one, like 75, I felt like, okay, I can maneuver. But this one, I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, this one real hard. I wish I was as good as Adam without maths though, because
Stop blazing, man!
and Google list or something.
He's the top one.
He does 5 million art math lessons. What do you expect? You think he was bringing home a grade for Auntie Lisa with a zero?
So how do you get 7?
Square root of 49. Right, to find sine, we could use sine squared plus cos squared as 1. So therefore sine squared is 1 minus cos squared. So to find sine is the root of 1 minus cos squared.
That means, is it
V
V minus U,
minus u.
And then when it's the other.
So about, sorry, how I get tan m from that harmony? Tan is equal to sine over cos. They gave us cos. To find sine, right, so sine squared is 1 minus cos squared. So if you want plain old sine, is the square root of that. So you just square 24 over 25, you get 576 over 625. Subtract that from 1, you get 49 over 620. And then of course the square root of that is square root of 49 over the square root of 625. So you get 7 over 25. And then you take that and you divide it by the cosine. And when you divide in fractions, you change divide to multiply and you invert the divisor. The 25 is cancelled and you get 7 over 24. Right, so
Where does the sine m come from?
if you have cos,
Right.
to find sine, you could go back to sine squared plus cos squared is 1. So if sine squared plus cos squared is 1, to find sine squared, you do 1 minus cos squared. And if you want sine, you add the square root of that.
Oh my god, I actually am horrified with this stupid exam.
Guys, because the hard paper, just know.
Just not
Yeah.
crying.
No, I'm actually walking out.
I think you always have me crying during that exam.
I'll put the shells
I will be
above, I'll
crying.
just leave.
Bro, all I got is I'll be writing an essay for the examiners. Please give me at least 1 mark.
Yes, so that's what I did.
What if I just write all the numbers on pi?
I swear, I stopped crying and I circled my tail on paper.
Yeah, do you know about answer your question as well as how many?
I don't get it.
No, I get it, but I don't get this specifically.
I feel like I
So I think you
understand.
must re-explain this question.
Alright, cool. So what have they done? They've given us cos m and they want tan 2m. So from the tan 2m expansion, I have 2 tan m over 1 minus tan squared. But to find tan is sine over cos. I do have sine, I have cos. To find that, I have to go back to sine squared plus cos squared,
Equals
1. So to find sine squared, what do?
we do sine cos minus 1 or 1 minus cos.
And if I want to find sine, what I do?
Yeah, they do.
So that's this. So I square this, subtract it from the 1, square root it, and I get that. And then after that now, I have to take that and divide it by the cos. Sine divided by cos is tan. I want to divide in fractions. This was the protocol. Change, divide, and multiply, and invert. So the 25 is cancelled, leaving with 7 over 24 for tan. And then I just sub it in. And again, guys, after you do this, plug it in the calculator.
That makes so much more sense. But the thing is, I feel like now that I know that,
Elijah
I
here
feel
too?
like
What?
the tan equation will get me a bit too.
The tan 2m?
Yeah.
Right, so the tan 2m again comes from tan of a plus b.
Yeah.
And if it's tan 2m, 2m is m plus m. So this would be an m here and an m here. And tan m plus tan m is,
2 tan m.
and tan m by tan m is,
Tan squared m. Oh my god, mind blown. Okay, wait, actually
Right.
1.
But look,
I am
sir,
Romeo,
I feel
uh-huh.
like I understand what I'm seeing right now, but
Yeah.
I don't think I would have thought of it on the exam.
well, hopefully now after seeing it, you might think of this piece of it.
That's what I keep saying. Like when you
No,
told me
like-
the trig identities, I was like, yes, I'm gonna see this, and then when I saw
Uh-huh.
it, wait.
AutoCAD, you're good? You should do TD. Yeah, TD good too. Alright, can I go on to 4 now? Alright. Alright, differentiate sine x plus cos 4x with respect to x. I don't know what's crossing my head sometimes. Like, if you find out, like, Hall, your mother, and don't do that. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't say it. Inner voice, Christopher. Inner voice. All right. So if you differentiate sine, what you get?
At least it's looking for
Cos
complete.
x minus cosine x.
Cosine 4x.
Now they realize that one though. I got another 2 bucks there.
And then this stupid cushion one. This one I still on it. Like
Alright.
it's so long.
They can bring chain and product, don't bring cushions.
All right. So
Oh, you left it like this.
they hardly brought either of them, by the way. This is a very rare occasion. Like after from 2012 to last year is about 13 years. Product hardly comes either.
Which one? Chain man? I don't know.
Chain, yeah, the chain rule. That one comes relatively often. Yeah.
Which one is your chain rule?
That's what the power on top.
Oh, that was easy.
Right. So V
No, you that's what you have to do.
by du dx minus u by dv dx.
So just leave
Right.
it, okay?
Got any background sound like Sherry? Sound like Sherry?
I guess so.
It's tough for them.
It doesn't really say, they just say with respect
You have a
to
cute
x.
voice. I know which one. I don't know. Just, Matt is nice. Yeah, somebody say, what? Hey, that got any background? They sound like Sherry.
Like, who's Sherry?
You say, I know she got a cute voice. I don't know what they said. That 4 girls talking. I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, number one.
Is that line up now? What's going on? V by du dx. See what it cause?
I know she got a cute voice all the time.
Minus u
No, they're talking about me, bro.
by dv dx all over v squared, right? Sorry.
Jonathan, they sounded like Sherry.
Who's Sherry? That doesn't mean
It's what a gal, what? With a gal whole day? What? What are you really hearing?
Thank you.
Give us a prediction. Tomorrow the sun will rise in the east. That's my prediction.
Guys, my art on Instagram is Shell Maurice.
Who's that? I don't know who that is. Six x cubed minus 4x cubed will give us 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 4 all over 2x squared plus 1, sorry, 2x plus 1 squared. Yeah, so what's your story with that one?
No, I have it down, but I just don't have one thing.
2x by 6x cubed is 12x. No.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
12x cubed.
No.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, guys.
Which part?
2x by 6x squared. The first.
12, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
12.
all right, 12.
Yeah, and then you got 8x cubed at the end.
8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait.
No,
What?
Yeah.
No, what?
Yes, he got
I
it.
got
Six.
6x cubed.
It's 6.
Yeah, 8. No, it's 8x
Shania,
cubed.
Shania,
Plus
shut up for
6x
Christina.
squared.
But I have 4x cubed.
I got plus
Wait,
4.
yeah.
Yum,
How did
yum.
you get 6? It's 4.
I have
Who is-
6.
Oh, because I put 3x.
Oh.
But sorry, and then plus
Yeah.
4.
But
It is
2x.
4.
It is
Yeah, it's 8 at the end.
No, because you're minusing that whole bracket.
Oh, right,
There's a
okay.
minus
Well,
on the
I have
outside.
more marks than you guys.
I am more humble than thou.
Wait, so I don't have to expand brackets.
But below?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I did. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, same.
What the
Same.
All right, 4b. Use the principles of differentiation to compute the stationary value. Right. The stationary value of the function is the value of the function at the stationary point. So they want the value of y when dy dx is 0.
Go back to number 3.
Link the Instagram.
Which one?
Wait, we are.
Hey, they're getting distracted. We have work to do. There we go. It's just differentiate. They ask it in a stupid way. Just find the stationary value. No, the stationary value is the value of the function when at the stationary point. So first things first, we're gonna find dy dx and particular. So that's 2x minus 4 equals 0. Right? Now, 2 squared minus 4 by 2 plus 2.
Wait, this is actually a nice stationary.
And this is for 4 marks. I love that.
Yeah, that's what you want.
No, remember, they're asking for the stationary value, eh? So yes, you are technically finding the coordinates of the stationary point. You're just not stating the coordinates. The stationary value is the value of the function at the stationary point. So all they want is the y value of the stationary point.
Okay.
That's what they want. That's the pink. The value of y when dy is stationary.
Okay, I feel like they could look at where it is.
Alright.
But like, I feel like
Link her Instagram. Javier, get them coffee.
There's someone said, I think all 4 would work. Thank you.
Wait, it's actually 5 minutes.
Don't forget about me, guys.
See, you seen a few hours a man trying to get Insta. Priorities by priorities. That life after exams. But do your hard maths. Do your hard maths. We need motivation. Oh, there's real Jones, you know. Can I go to 4C or
yeah.
a motorist boy? We motorizing.
What's the difference?
Remember,
Starts. Isn't there a graph for this?
Acceleration. So
Okay,
that
no,
means-
this is different.
Isn't there a graph for this?
This is
I
not
didn't read it.
No, there wasn't a graph for this. I thought there was a graph for this.
But I feel like it'll help if we do
Graph is.
What
I
type of
don't know me
graph
how this
is it?
smart. Oh, God.
Wait, what is
Who's Yum Yum? Oh, that's you. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's not.
A motorist starts from X and travels 60 meters due north to a point Y at a constant speed of 4 meters per second. He stays at Y for 25 seconds and travels at a constant speed of 10 meters per second, 400 due south. Okay, average speed is total distance travel. Hold on. Hey, behave yourself. Alright, so
Speed distance over time, so you just add the 25 by 2.
total distance divided by total time.
Right.
That is correct.
Yeah. No, but how would we wait, but what's the difference with the velocity?
Yeah.
Velocity is displacement over
Oh,
time.
so you would get rid of the get rid of the 25 seconds. No.
Remember, displacement could be negative.
So it's
Right.
just to put negative or positive. That's it.
Well, hold on. Right. So he travels 60 meters due north. Right. He stays there and then travels 100 meters due south. So 60 and 100, yes?
Yep.
Why is this 4 marks?
That's what I'm saying. No, because you have to find the time for one of them. You have to
Right.
find the time for one of them.
And no, for both of them.
Oh, really?
They travel in north and then they travel in south. So speed is distance over time. Time is distance over speed.
Yeah.
So distance for the first part is 60.
Say over the
Right.
4.
Then you add the 25 and then you're gonna add the 100 over 10 for the last part.
Okay, I wouldn't have ever done that, but
60 plus 100 is 160. You don't think anybody outside for you all yet? You want to message them and tell them a little 10 minutes?
It's 8:18.
I thought we were
Yeah.
done at 8:30.
Yeah. Or you all just want to, we could finish at 8, I don't mind.
yeah, I think that was the time, right?
Oh,
It was 8?
well, it's 8:20.
Oh, wait, it was 8? No, you said 8:20. Oh.
I'll finish it. If you all had to leave, you all could go ahead. We'll finish it
I
before.
told my parents
Is the
8:30.
displacement, is the velocity minus 0.8? I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay, alright. I wouldn't do.
10 meters.
What did you say? What did you
No, it would be, I mean, overall. Alright, listen, let me get it. So 15 and 25 is 40, 40 and 10 is 50, right? So the average speed is 5 1/3 meters per second. Not sure what that is 4 marks. I feel like I'm missing something, but I
I
can't see.
feel like we should be grateful.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't even know. No, I was gonna say that I found a lot of the questions are worth a lot of marks. Like,
I'm not saying that. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not.
Alright, so average velocity. So velocity and distance are not the same. So and speed are not the same, right? Velocity is speed in a given direction. So if let's say for example north is positive, traveling south would be negative. The one next to you could work. Link all of them IG.
Even so can work.
What's his name again? Tim. It's Josiah. Leave yourself. I'm gonna take off my glasses. Anyhow.
Long in.
So total displacement over total time.
160 divided by 55 on a
3 and a third.
Like, how is it 3 and a third?
3 and a fifth.
What? Serious?
3.2. 3.2.
3.2, yes.
Bro, is I tired or no?
Me too, sir.
Yeah. I think that my fatigue finally taken a toll on my cognitive abilities here. Unfortunately. Are we now halfway through? Burn that iteration. No, I'm talking about exam season. Like only 2 weeks gone.
Sir, exams are Friday.
Yeah, this one. Alright, sorry. So Saturday night we struggling. I mean Sunday. You struggling too, boy. Pressure. Don't worry, everybody struggling. Everybody tired. Right, okay, so check the displacement, right? If it travels 60 due north and traveling due north is positive. When it travels south, that's negative. So what's going to happen? Instead of adding the 100, you're going to subtract it. And the time taken is the same 50.
Wait, sir, I don't understand. Why is it? Wait, I don't get it.
Velocity, right? Remember, velocity is the vector quantity relative to speed.
Yeah.
And if you also change distance, which is also scalar, the displacement, which is a vector, you have to factor.
No, but why can't
Yep.
why can't it be negative and 100?
Well, if you want to do that, I mean, at least that way, you'll be showing that one is negative, one is positive.
I mean, I would might think because it's
Well, like I said, if you live in South, Saka, no saving it now. It's texting. Oh gosh, your mom was just
You
talking.
really do have to read your question.
Yeah.
Yep, negative 0.8.
I guess I have to read my question tomorrow.
That's what you said, right? Yeah. Alright, let me see if we can finish at least the integration part, because that starts looking like it's plenty. We can skip the integration.
What is this? This paper is actually real bad. Like,
No, it's not.
I don't know if it's because I'm tired or like.
Is you tired? That's why.
No, I'm saying that, but I will.
Well, to be honest, the logs with the logs and surds could throw you for a bit of a loop, and then the GP one with the extra formula, right? But the rest of the stuff wasn't so bad. The circles was decent. Alright? I feel the first question was good too. Sorry, my neck. No?
No, it was a good question. I just didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Right, so.
Who wanted more math?
She's not wrong. Not sure what that's 2 marks, but we go take it. I can do this. Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Wait, let me check. I'm not looking. Oh.
I don't. Integration.
That's 3 marks. Why that's 3 marks?
What is the integration method? Oh.
Just use integration.
Did I get it right?
Quadrant. This is not bad. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Right. Using an integration method, calculate the area of the region under the first quadrant of the graph. Sign.
Wait, should go back to the part B? Okay, no, I was just making sure.
Someone sounds majestic.
Who? Me? I think it's me.
It's
I thought.
No, it's me.
No, I mean,
Eliana Storm.
So how was I back in my prime? I went with my prime, but I didn't know when that was now. You can check actually the thumbnail for the channel was actually
This is what I want to do. Every time I see
the best of looking in a long time.
How-
No, it was like
I think it's happened for me. Wait, no, every
Right.
time I see
Wait, sir, is this
I'm gonna integrate my
sir, for the first quadrant, like, is that referring to like the sine curve?
Yep.
You're joking!
Yep. Right, so it passes through the axis at 180, which is pi, right? So the area that we had to find is equal to the integral of sine of 3 sine x.
Yes, me.
It was you.
So that's 3 and then minus 3. Right, cool.
Hey, I don't know.
Between pi and 0
We don't remember who she was
dx. So when you integrate 3 sine x, you're just going to get minus 3 cos x
Oh,
plus c.
The thing is, how would I know
Oh, yeah.
to code with this stupid sign?
Well, because it said the area of the region in the first quadrant for.
I would have understood what to do, but I don't understand. I don't know the curve, so I would have still gone there.
Now here the funny part, guys. You
Wait,
see,
no, I would have not looked at it like that. I would have done all school teachers care and the first quadrant is pi.
huh?
Is it not?
If what do you mean the first quadrant is pi?
I think she You say certain what is this?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was you. That this is
I found that
the give out in him. People that's fine it would just say it with less, you know. Well, I never see people.
I wouldn't even sound like Sherry.
Oh Lord have mercy.
Who's your main?
Who's Sherry? I don't know who Sherry is. Shelly. What is it?
Wait, why are we pressing C?
We don't-
Mister, am I not right? The first quadrant is not pi?
I have no idea what you mean by that.
No. All school teachers care, right? When you do
Yeah, okay, right.
this is pi here. And this is 2
Pi degrees.
And then this is 3 pi.
No. Pi radians is 180.
Wait, no, this is half
Half pi, right? No. So what they want under the graph y equal to 3 sine x.
Wait, I'm confused.
But you see, the question itself is flawed because
So then why
no.
not
Let me explain why. Because this graph continues infinitely in the first, well, technically in the first quadrant.
Exactly.
So they-
therefore,
right.
it's bogus.
So yeah. So I mean, they would have to have given you, and in any case, you can't find the area under the curve by finding the negative of the integral. That is something that I was taught in form 4, form 5, right?
Oh my.
No, because I could
Right.
do the
Cos
integration
of
on the
180.
3 prime, but to know what to put in it, nah. That's not me. Sorry, Dada. Dada, you don't know Dada?
Oh, I know that. I just know that.
How is this 0? This doesn't make sense.
Yes, sir. That's
No, it's
Yeah.
something off.
Therefore, this they better give me my full mark.
No, wait. Sorry.
No, you
No,
have
no.
to add. Oh, never mind. I don't know.
Using an integration method, calculate the area of the region in the first quadrant under the graph. Okay. If we integrate 3 sine x, we get minus 3 cos x, yes? And then in the first quadrant, the graph of sine x ducks through at pi, not so? Which is 180 degrees.
Sorry.
And then your lower limit is 0, upper limit is pi. But cos of 180, what's cos of 180? Not 1?
Cos of 180 is 1.
Minus 1. Minus 1. It is. Right, so that's equal to positive 3 plus 3, which is 6.
Well, I'm seeing
All right.
it. I'm gonna get a dream tonight. I'm gonna be
Hey guys, sorry.
all statistics and circles.
Guys, this is my nightmare from Wednesday nights when I thought that it was not afterwards.
All right.
That is actually
A particle starting from rest travels with an acceleration where a is right. Determine the velocity in terms of t. Well, that's easy-ish, right? So v is equal to the integral of a dt, integral of t squared dt. What's that? Well, given that, that's the answer, yeah?
Oh wait, that's it? Okay.
Calculate the displacement of the particle in the interval of time t is equal to 0 to 2. Okay, so that's integrating v. So s is the integral between 2 and 1 of v dt. Alright, so 2, 1 of t cubed. I guess we have to assume that c is 0. A particle starting from rest. Okay, yeah. So if it starts from rest, then there's no plus c. Actually, you should write a note. Yeah. Particle starting at rest implies.
Who put kinematics? Kinematics is
Hey,
not
this is the easy version. The stuff that used to be here before, if Ole bending for this, Ole wouldn't want to see that.
Well, yeah, I don't tell you.
And it was on until 2019. And it was the part I most enjoyed, to be honest.
Oh.
Because it's feel good to figure hard shit out.
Teacher who enjoys a topic is a hard topic.
I know, right?
They like it now.
Wait, what?
2 and 0.
Isn't it T on 12?
Yes, it is. It is. It is.
Oh my gosh, Eliana, I had a moment like you.
So 2 to the 4 over 12. 16 over 12 is 4 over 3. 4 over 3 meters. Yeah. All right. That's 4 marks too? Uh-huh.
I'm going to start somewhere. Yo, if I see one,
Easier way to work which one?
6 pages.
Wait, this is the
I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, folks, well, it's 8:30 there. We can take a browse at the stats. Sample space for 2 tetrahedral die. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I can do it then. Oh my gosh, you're actually joking. We have to do this.
No, I just browsing through it, and then you could, the numbers are, right, okay, cool. Use your sample space table to determine the probability of that. Okay, cool. So there's independent, a conditional. Then they give you a box and whisker and vertical. They want the median. Then they want the range, I mean the quartile range and the shape. Yeah. And they want the standard deviation for the very, very last question.
Okay,
But they give you the sum of the scores and the sum of the squares.
Also, all we have to do is square. All we have to do is square root it.
You had
You
a
s- Yeah, you would. Yeah,
So all you have to
awesome.
do is take it away and square root it.
no, but don't you have to divide it by the
By n,
by
yeah.
N,
Some of the squares divided by n, some is divided by n, then square that.
There.
Subtract and then square root again.
Okay, so actually, I think I'm just gonna leave on my math and try.
What's that,
Folks, it was fun. Hope to see you back. Well, some of you back for POA, paper 1 stuff.
Wait, sir, when are we doing wait, sir, are we
Right.
doing math paper 1 practice?
Yes, yes.
Wait,
I'm
when?
pulling up
No,
everything.
I need to get to one on my paper one.
Seriously, because if I'm getting 2% in this,
All right. Advanced paper 1 going strong for the next 3 days.
Okay.
If anybody has any energy and you want to come to multiple choice on Thursday, we could have a warm-up session Thursday evening, right? But obviously those who have physics can't come, right? So given that we have quite some time, we could actually pace ourselves and start from the following Monday if you want to pack. But I know some people have econ, all of them gonna have English. So I don't want to wait till the Monday to start. So
English is a skill.
we could possibly do, if I could,
No, I need to do good.
yeah. So if you all want to wait till next week Sunday to start, we could do our next double session like this.
Sir, can you add me to the math group chat? 'Cause
Oh, shit.
I'm always
All right, yeah, we could do that.
Sir,
Yeah.
could I get the papers? Well, did it yesterday.
Didn't I leave one there for you? Yeah, that was the. Which one is that?
You just did this one, 2019.
Now we did
We did
24.
4 and we
19.
did 2019 as well.
Yeah.
And remember, this is you with the mask on.
What?
With the mask on.
I'll be singing that tomorrow.
What? I'm not with people business. I'm asleep.
Yeah, I agree.
Today's papers were real. Wow.
It's okay.
Even
Today.
Sure, every single hour.
No, like, honestly,
Someone dropped it. Let's
Yo, if I don't get a 1.5 about these past few days, I'm real mad.
Instagram.
Maths.
I'm going, I'm warning I'm getting my mother out. I'm warning.
Why do you use that hour to either sleep or study more?
Every time I tell my mom, she's like,
I was already feeling 6 days I couldn't do it before I came. I was sleeping.
Well then go and sleep.
I know, but I have to do it.
right, you know.
Then wake up tomorrow and do some work.
No, I'll dream about
Chat, go check your bag just now, right? Which one is that?
Me.
No, that's probably me. So, hey, you. Go.
Okay.
Alright guys, get some sleep. Good luck tomorrow. Let me know how it goes. I'm all in the afternoon so you can sleep on the next time. Yeah, what?
Are we gonna have a session?
Tomorrow?
To do.
Oh,
Oh,
Girl, call me,
never mind.
call me twice.
Yeah, I said it was a bad.
That's such a lie. Just stay up, bro.
I guess if we do work, I guess.
I
But I
always
want
do work
no,
on
what I
it.
want to do, I want to, yeah, but like, kind of fun. No, but
Yeah,
I
for
want to
sure.
memorize. I need to memorize.
yeah, Jonathan and Christina.
I don't know
Tim.
if I don't know the focus.
Who else? IDK dog. Yeah, I remember their names for sure. Single size your pops where you get. Alright. Alright guys, yeah, so good luck.
I mean, like, I'm definitely much more prepared for math. I would have done with these.
Okay. Bye. Yeah. Let me see what Adam do. So let me see what Adam do. Love you with chocolate chips on top. Alright, anyway, guys. YouTube, TikTok, it was fun. I had a rule though. I gotta get home to the wife and kids. I will see you earlier when I see you earlier. Good luck tomorrow, everybody.